thing I can relate. I stay real fast like Usain in the race. I dream bigger, but I don't sleep, I stay awake.
I know what it is. Let's talk about it. With TALEYA. Hey, it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm going to let the music play for you while we get to REEEELLL. I have a special guest coming for you one time for your holy mind. Hey, let's go. Tell your friends to join the show.
I gotta make that dough. I started from the
KOJO SIEGO.
one them slow.
Big up, so
load it up, nigga. Load it up. Load it up. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it could be near or far away. It doesn't take a day to make things for your way. The struggle never ends, so I gotta tolerate. I jump through the fence, the back door is barricade. I put it on demands, the energy collaborate. Superstition, the only thing I can relate. I stay real fast like Usain in the race. I dream bigger, but I don't sleep, I stay awake. Any nigga try, my gun blaze. Who the fuck is SIEGO? Say it to my face. I shall never let go. I started from the base. Peace to my people, tune click, elevate. Give us never lie, find me on the front page. I don't need your praise, I only think straight. Y'all niggas are fake, don't let me demonstrate. I gotta make that dough on my best behavior. I gotta make that money. I got my gun on my shoulder. I gotta make that dough, 'cause I'm a survivor. I gotta make that money. I stand strong like a soldier. Yeah, I feel high, feeling like I'm talking to the devil. Business-wise, I don't play with my schedule. Motivation, play part in my struggle. You don't like me, I stay far from your trouble. You scared to call me the best, 'cause you want my title. I don't see perfection coming from the Bible. You wouldn't understand, although we all equal. I work through the wise, I pray hard for my people. Little success, they're trying to exhibit their ego. I get money, stay happy, I live simple. You're so funny, the world is full of bad people. I'm the ambassador, Africa music make it echo. Rich and all out, put me on another level. Queensland got me thinking about my future angel. I'm sorry ladies, KOJO SIEGO is not single. No, I gotta make that dough on my best behavior. I gotta make that money. I got my gun on my shoulder. I gotta make that dough, 'cause I'm a survivor. I gotta make that money. I stand strong like a soldier. Yeah. Make that money, trying to make cash flow. E.L. my favorite rapper since Skeletons. I done read fake smiles, living on my own. Always in the streets like the cops on patrol. R.I.P. to all fathers who's dead and gone. Mom couldn't make it, keep moving on. You are the world's favorite, your shine is beyond. You don't have to be famous, you gotta be strong. The gossip, the pretense, they all premature. The reverse is too late, the allegiance is poor. Merry-go-round, you gon'
oh no, I'm messing it up.
go slow. The guys who wanted first know they wish for your fall. The prodigal son, I'm still far from home. Make it on my own, one day ruling the zone. Tune click, I gotta make that dough on my best behavior. I gotta make that money. I got my gun on my shoulder. I gotta make that dough, 'cause I'm a survivor. I gotta make that money. I stand strong like a soldier.
Just a pre-show. The real raw. The real event. Let's talk about it. What y'all think? What y'all think? Let me go. Time. Listen, you can subscribe to KOJO SIEGO Music. Okay, on YouTube. One time for your holy mind. And I'm going to let the music of my guest play. And he is most certainly on his way. I am super excited, but I'm going to let the music speak for itself. So here we go. And you know, Mr. KENOFYVETWENTY. Y'all ready? Make me want to start singing. Forgive me, oh. I have questions for you at the end, or taking live questions for Mr. Keno at the end. Bear with me, oh. Let's see what we're gonna play. I wanted to say balance for the end. It's so fire. I'm no liar. But what we'll do, we just might have to play it twice when it comes in. I need to hook up my other phone now, forgive me. Hold on. Say pre-show, pre-show, pre-show. Okay, say the real, the raw, the relevance. Say the head shit, say the bloopers. I'm excited to be here. God is good and He's faithful. Amen. Alarm going off. And we're ever so grateful. And then to have this opportunity, certainly don't take it lightly or for joke. Amen. And so here we go with Mr. Keno. I brought my pillow with me. So excited, so happy.
520 shit.
Yeah, we're gonna let this play. Invite your people in. The show started at 6 o'clock, y'all. My people on the way. They already let me know. I'll be back. Listen to the music,
I done been so numb to the pain, I don't feel nothing. I just keep on running to the money, I keep running. Trying to get away from that girl, she keep coming. I done ran it up off this bitch, I keep thumbing. I done been so numb to the pain, I don't feel nothing. I just keep on running to the money, I keep running. Trying to get away from that girl, she keep coming. I done ran it up off this bitch, I keep thumbing. Don't got no feelings, feel like I can't feel nothing, how they feel. Come for real hustle when I think about seeing that trap and give me chill. Niggas be stupid, boy. Walk around with that strap and they gon' kill. But I be with the rudest, boy. Niggas that get you whack like an Italian. Don't wanna lead the streets, but I gotta feed the streets to keep the balance. So I'm like, Jesus, please protect me while I tote this automatic. I'm trying to keep the peace, but I still keep the peace. I tell them goodbye. Put a nigga on the shirt, I make his hood cry. Don't wanna shake your hand. Niggas be snakes for real, that's how I feel. Live in a world of haters. Niggas you say you love will get you killed. You should be glad I made it. I came from under the pavement, I lived in the basement. I just keep chasing and chasing and chasing. Numb to the pain, I don't feel nothing. I just keep on running to the money, I keep running. Trying to get away from that girl, she keep coming. I done ran it up off this bitch, I keep thumbing. Put a hole in your back like you give it a ring. A rock up a hose in your front. Smoke coming at you like hoes in the blunt. Little bitch, we rollin' a run. Fuck that, I might put a scope on the pump. Make it look like an elephant truck. Trap doors work in the back and the front. Cause a nigga ain't miss no play. Work all week, I ain't miss no day. Run to the money, ain't even no raise. Whole lot of thousand, gotta keep 1K. I seen a nigga get rich one day. Yeah, I'm good like 51 states. Everybody eat, get 50 more plates. Nigga won't smoke, then sell locate. You dead if I tell them to spit in that straight. So numb to the pain, I don't feel nothing. I just keep on running to the money, I keep running. Trying to get away from that girl, she keep coming. I done ran it up off this bitch, I keep thumbing. I done been so numb to the pain, I don't feel nothing. I just keep on running to the money, I keep running. Trying to get away from that girl, she keep coming. I done ran it up off this bitch, I keep thumbing.
KENOFYVETWENTY. KENO with a capital K. Capital FYVE. Capital TWENTY. This shit had like 5.
I ain't finna tell you how I got away with this shit.
They never seen 20 states, nigga. What you talking
It's the
about?
pre-show, you know. Hey, let's talk about it with TALEYA.
Run it up, nigga!
One time.
Yeah! Touchdown, touchdown. I just hit the road and did a turnaround and came back to the house and bought a bust down. AP on my wrist to turn your bitches to a bust down. Alexander stepping and they call me Mr. Touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown. I just hit the road and did a turnaround and came back to the house and bought a bust down. AP on my wrist to turn your bitches to a bust down. Alexander stepping and they call me Mr. Touchdown. Mr. Touchdown. I just bought a bust down. AP on my wrist to turn your bitches to a bust down. I never trusted, she just wanna fuck now. Cause she say I'm up now. She so stuck now. And why you stuck, little bitch? You ain't get shit, little bitch. At all. Why you mad, huh? Cause I'm rich, little bitch. Cause I ain't tryna fuck cause you can't hold it down. No. Hold up. Fuck that shit, you know what? Hey, if you can't hold it down, why the fuck would I stick my dick in you? Why? Bitch can't hold it down. Why the fuck would I come trip with you? Bitch can't hold it down. Hey. Bitch can't hold it down. Why the fuck would I hit listen? Bitch can't close your mouth. Why the fuck would I sell a brick to you? I'm tryna run it up in a weekend buy a bitch. Bitch, you stuff this pack. I might buy your ass a new strap. But if you take the rap, I got your lawyer and your kids straight. Drive. On the interstate, North 75, make a left on 35, all the way to 49. I can't even lie, trap, I did this shit a million times. Try. I've been road running since 17. You can call my phone and get 28 for the 17. I can't lie, my plug got 100 yards and that's like hella green. Run it out, nigga! Touchdown. Yeah. I just hit the road and did a turnaround and came back to the house and bought a bust down. AP on my wrist to turn your bitch into a bust down. Yeah. Alexander stepping and they call me Mr. Touchdown. Touchdown. I just hit the road and did a turnaround and came back to the house and bought a bust down. AP on my wrist to turn your bitch into a bust down. Alexander stepping and they call me Mr. Touchdown. Hey. Running back 100 yards, I feel like Devin Hester. Put it in a presser. Like an EMT, bitch, I put it on a stretcher. As soon as it lock up, I'm giving out a tester. Hey, that's fire. Prescott, bitch, but the money long as Gettysburg. I can get you 20, you just gotta say the word. I can get a nigga hit, I just gotta say the word. Call me Julio Jones, bitch, I play with birds. Touchdown. I just hit the road and did a turnaround and came back to the house and bought a bust down. AP on my wrist to turn your bitch into a bust down. Alexander stepping and they call me Mr. Touchdown. Touchdown. I just hit the road and did a turnaround and came back to the house and bought a bust down. AP on my wrist to turn your bitch into a bust down. Alexander stepping and they call me Mr. Touchdown. Man, multiple phones, nigga. 2 phones shot, nigga. I got 5 of these hoes. Stop playing out here. You know what the fuck going on with me? I ain't gotta say a lot, man. Real shit, man. 520, man. You know what the fuck going on, man. Real dating shit, nigga. 75 to 70, you hear me? 75 to 35, all the way from 35 to 49, you hear me? I'm talking about Prescott all the way to goddamn 3rd Street, you hear me? Okay.
Here, one time for your holy mind. Love for me. KENOFYVETWENTY. Maybe comments below. Put the link to his YouTube page. But again, it's capital KENO, capital FYVE, capital T.
Shout out to my haters.
ENTY520. It's a bang, but I don't know what we're talking about this. Time limit. About that time.
It just ain't no love for me. Please don't wait until I'm gonna show your love for me. If you don't fuck with me, then why act like you fuck with me? This money still coming in. It just ain't no love for me. Please don't wait until I'm gonna show your love for me. If you don't fuck with me, then why act like you fuck with me? This money still coming in. I feel like this ain't enough for me. I kept it real, so all my silent ones, they stuck with me. And I stay silent when them police
love her the way we be sexing. Leave her on red anytime that we texting. Out here and saying, hope she getting the message. Gotta stop blocking my blessing. Trying to be all of y'all blessing, yeah, yeah. One of the reasons I'm stressing. So that's the only reason I'm stressing. And I can't be stressing myself out. Cause I needed help with the plan for these bands. And I'm only helping myself out. They kill my brother.
Ghetto, huh?
Police took my man and I'ma get back to the let out. Yeah. Young and up, nigga, that's why I stand out. Don't have your hand out for me. Please don't wait until I'm gonna show your love for me. If you don't fuck with me, then why act like you fuck with me? This money still coming in. Yeah. It just ain't no love for me. Please don't wait until I'm gonna show your love for me. If you don't fuck with me, then why act like you fuck with me? This money still coming in, yeah. And you niggas can't see me, y'all looking like Stevie. My bitch, a rock BB, she
designing my wrist like PG. This 40 a cannon, that bitch don't shoot BB. I stay by myself, I look better without you. Hop out the coupe, I look better without you. Don't want no feature, do better without you. Told my old bitch I look better without you. Niggas is greedy, I told them to feed me. They didn't want to feed me, so I went and got me a plate. Backed up the pound of 1628s. Hopped in the car with the illegal plates. Packing the stash, addressing the ways. Fast, they can call and say I'm on my way. Make sure it's straight, I'ma count in your face. Cause you don't wanna meet this Glock on my hip. Your hoe like a dough when I'm knocking your bitch. Get it off of the low when you cop it like this. Fuck all the juice when you pop it like this. Hey, 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 hey. Your hoe like a dough when I'm knocking your bitch. Get it off of the low when you cop it like this. Fuck all the juice when you pop it like this. Cause she already know you niggas can't see me. Y'all looking like Stevie. My bitch a rock BB. She rockin' that GG. My nigga designing. My wrist is like PG. This 40 a cannon. That bitch don't shoot BB. I stay by myself. I look better without you. Hop out the coupe. I look better without you. Don't want no feature. Do better without you. Told my old bitch I look better without you. This ain't no love for me. Please don't wait until I'm going to show your love for me. If you don't fuck with me, then why act like you fuck with me? This money still coming in. It just ain't no love for me. Please don't wait until I'm going to show your love for me. If you don't fuck with me, then why act like you fuck with me? This money still coming in.
I think for the sake of the fact that I messed it up, I should play at least one more, and then we'll get to the.
Hey.
Sheriff, you
Back
good?
from
Sheriff, you good? We gotta talk about something.
Take off,
live
been
in
so
the show.
long, got the rubber band snapping. Tell the nigga calm down without them cap beats. Run around, sound like a lot of hands clapping. Mama trying to tell me calm down without them trapping. I'm so addicted to money, I can't. Want me to go out my way, but I ain't. Your life is equal to the cup that I drink. This shit is purple, I paint. Clock with me, got a chop on the seat, let the chop on the floor. Bad little bitch can't release shit, lick, she be playing with her nose. I don't give a fuck, got a lit shit, pop up with the pole, make some niggas get down, put the beam on your nose, hey, you looking like a clown, she can put your shit back if you turn your ass around. Nigga, you a snake or a rat, nigga, you a dog or a bitch. I can deal with a nigga who slime me, but I can't fuck with a snitch at all. I been on the block where it's grimy, all of my niggas behind me. If you really need me, come find me. If you need a plug, come and find me. Hey. Pull up, this shit working out like a pull up. AV keep rolling the woods up. For that green, that's a cover, that's good luck. Then hit your bitch, but I could've. Just cause you a hater, I should've. But I'd rather run up and fuck up a check. I ain't with no bitch for money. Been so long, got the rubber band snapping. Tell the nigga calm down without them capping. Hunt around, sound like a lot of hands clapping. Mama trying to tell me calm down without them trapping. I'm so addicted to money, I can't. Want me to go out my way, but I ain't. Your life is equal to the cup that I drink. This shit is purple, I paint. What's in my cup don't matter. No, if you got 200, I can pull you up. You sick, got a hate nigga throwing up. Got another nigga girl here rolling up. She ignoring your call while we laying up. I fuck on that bitch when we lay up like Future. I drop her off, then I mute her. Girl just came in and I moved her. I'm talking numbers, computers. This right here make you trap different. This right here make you wild like money. This right here make you trap different, bitch. This right here make you talk like money. This right here make you flap different. This right here have you fly like a bird. This right here have you riding the bird. I'm hitting plays for free like a free. Been so long, got the rubber band snapping. Tell the nigga calm down without them capping. Hunt around, sound like a lot of hands clapping. Mama trying to tell me calm down without them trapping. I'm so addicted to money, I can't. Want me to go out my way, but I ain't. Your life is equal to the cup that I drink. This shit is purple, I paint. Ay. This shit is purple, I paint. You know that I drink. Fuck what you can't. Tell me shit, please. That bitch up, man.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm excited. And Brett is on his way. Okay. I'm not gonna be on Instagram or Facebook all day. Hey. What they do, boo? Let me see. This is my first time. Let me go. Hey, tell the people what's up, boo. Oh shoot. We live on YouTube. We live on Instagram. We live on Facebook. You heard it. It's your gal. It's the Divine Queen Supernova. I am Leia for life. Are you here with me, Mr. KOJO? I ain't never done this before. It's Let's Talk About It with Talaya. The real, the raw, like my voice, and raspy, the relevant podcast. I have a special guest in the building, coming with a special guest in the building, and we are going to talk about it today. Why do we numb the pain? Oh, why do we numb the pain? Mr. KOJO, are you coming in with us, all? Let me know. Y'all already know how it is. It's ghetto up here. This is real. I like it live for a reason. bloopers later. 1 second. Hey TJ, how you doing? You gotta look. I'm only giving y'all a little bit. Look at my little baby hanging. That's why it's cut off. 1 second. Let me get the computer jumping. So at the end, y'all, we're gonna take live questions. Let me see. It's a little warm up in here. Oh, my lights ain't on. No wonder I can't see. What's going on? There we go. There we go. That should be much better. Much better now, huh? Let's see. Here's my special guest. Mr. Keno. Mr. Keno. You live on the air. How you doing? Okay. Well, take your time. You can come in. Yes. Later, and right here on the side, the very first one, by my silver truck. Okay, we're waiting for you. Sir, yes, sir. I won't have prayer without you. I was just about to do it, but I'm gonna introduce, let the people know you come and we just listen to some of your music. Okay, we ready. I'm excited. God bless you. Amen. Take your time. Bye-bye. God bless you, Pastor Lockhart. So we're live on YouTube. Let's talk about it with Talaya. It's my podcast. My mantra is mental health awareness. While we're waiting for Mr. Keno, I might as well allow me to reintroduce myself, right? Our mantra here is mental health awareness and suicide awareness and prevention. September, as some of you all know, I'm rallying. I'm bossing up the day, okay? God said, be blessed, Pastor Lockhart. Be obedient. Hear me now. Be saved, okay? Be sanctified. He told me, he said, be a boss. I ain't trying to be nobody's boss. He said, be a boss. And that's what we're doing today. So I'm bossing up, okay? For all y'all that think this is easy, it's not. Because we're going to talk about some real and relevant things today. The enemy tried to come against this young brother for him not to come on today. So I'm glad, thank God for Jesus, that he is outside. So I'm definitely going to wait for him to have prayer. You heard me? Okay. Listen, we ain't come to play. We came to slay. Hashtag demons. Pastor Lockhart. One time for your holy mind. So I got dressed for your boy because he's something like a big deal in my eyes. I'm going to wait for him. I couldn't decide which shoe to wear. So I did some DC swag on him. All right. Some Janet Jackson, some pop my collar-ish for my boy, because I believe in my young kings. And we have to do more to support one another. And anywho, September is not only Sickle Cell Awareness Month. We had Miss Geraldine on last week. To God be the glory. Amen. Let me put my headphones on. And we have Mr. Sean Fields on. Me and this phone. So we had Mr. Sean Fields on previously for Insurance Awareness Month, which is also here during September. And now we are going to focus on mental health and suicide awareness and prevention. And let me just tell this to you all. As you may know, because this is after having been kind of pushed out of the church, kind of, sort of, unfortunately, for being a radical. This is now my platform, and I had to tell somebody that feels as that God has been pressing me to ask to come on the show. Anywho, so this is for some of us ministry. You know, this may be the only Bible, only platform that somebody has to listen to what thus saith the Lord today. And regardless to whether it's one person, 5 people, 10 people, 100, if it pierces one person's heart and saves their life, you never know how many other lives are attached to that one person. And I say that to say this, never having known after season 1, having the struggles that we had to get to where we are today, that I would have to press and face the spirit of suicide myself again. I never thought, after talking to you all during season 1 here last year, this same time last year, I never thought that I personally would have to deal with the spirit of suicide face to face again. I don't know if you hear what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that these things are real. Mental health is real. Dealing with suicidal thoughts and ideations is real. And regardless to how far you are, how far you come, how much you learn, how much you study about yourself, listen, these things are real. And we have to, those of us that deal with mental health on a deeper level, have to master these things every day. We have to master these things every day. So yes, I actually do have to drink my water. Yes, I have to go to bed at a decent time. Yes, I have to read my word, honey. Yes, I have to fast and pray all day. Okay, yes, I have to namaste. Yes, I have to breathe. Yes, I have to call and reach out to people that really love me and say, hey, Pastor Like, pray for me today, or hey, I wish you was here to lay hands on me one time. Please let me know the next time you'll be in day in. Amen. Honestly, I would love to have you here. You spoke over my life, and I'm still waiting for God to yet manifest that thing. But it's coming to pass. But there are not a lot of men like you in the gospel that stand flat-footed and tell the truth and shame the devil. A lot of pastors nowadays want to sugarcoat the gospel. This ain't that, baby. Not over here. And that's why I said, listen, y'all can keep y'all's pulpit. Because why? Pastor Locke, I can curse if I need to and get the drug dealer and the pimp and the prostitute's attention. They call me the back alley street pastor. And I'm proud of my little self-praise is no praise, as my sister would say. But I'm proud of my little names because I've earned them. I've been in the back alley. And half the time the church doesn't want to go there. Nor do we really want to talk about mental health. And Pastor Locke, we have to change these things. We have to change these things. Hey, woo! I just got my soapbox. Hi, how you doing? Listen, namaste after namaste for my kings. Look, my people told me not to hug. Fine, whatever. Long distance bump.
Yes, COVID-19. Right. We don't want COVID-21, no variant.
But you're welcome to sit down. What's your name, dear?
My name Josh.
Josh, okay. You want to introduce y'all to the people?
This is Josh. This is my day one.
Say day one. And I got some good for you.
Okay. I need the mixture. I need that.
Yes, all the time. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, see, I ain't even ready for you. That's my bad. But listen, we was jumping to the music.
Yes, man. Oh, I just got the tape back today. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm waiting on one more thing, and I'm dropping. I'm not waiting on nobody. Fire tape. Shout out DJ E-Dub. Shout out DJ Fresh.
Yeah.
Dating in Cincinnati with it.
Okay, so you came ready.
I can't wait.
We ready. I'm excited. Y'all put y'all headphones on. Tell me if you can hear.
Okay.
And then we sing. We're gonna slow down. Cause listen, I just wanna get to know ya.
Okay.
Hey, don't turn around. So here's the thing. I feel like turn you up. Listen, and let me let you know this is your camera. So let me get you together. Let the people see that you are in the building. I'm so excited.
I'm loaded there. I got my hood on. It's raining.
There we go. Say it's raining. I was like, really, God? Really? So everything that would try to come up today?
Man, I woke up feeling crazy. I'm like, oh, and I ain't go to sleep till like 8 this morning, sitting in the studio. I just don't. But you know, I try to be professional, so I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to not do nothing that I said I was going to do because that's not a good look. You know what I mean?
Amen. And I appreciate you being here.
For sure.
Really do. And I was just telling the people that I was for sure going to wait for you to have prayer because these things are spiritual. And, you know, when we're coming here to talk about, you know, the forces that be, the forces of darkness, the Bible says we fight against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. They don't want you to come here and tell your story because you're going to help somebody else that's on the edge today that was where you or is where you were.
Right.
You know, and this is real. It's not a joke. Can you hear good on yours? Okay, it's not a joke. It's not a joke, and I don't want to get ahead of myself. My godfather says the preacher's always preaching. Shout out to Bishop. God bless you, Mother Joe. God bless you, Mother Joanna. I said I had to have Mother Joe come on, y'all, because when we talk about mental health, hey, she was one of the first people to let me really actually know. And I thank God for you that, oh, Lord, I'm about to start crying already. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus.
It's okay.
Yeah, man, because it's that real. But she was one of the first people that really brought it to my face in reality and said, "Talaya, you need to go to the hospital." I'm like, who? You talking to, mother? I was ready to do a backflip around that parking lot. Like, who's talking to? Who's going to the hospital?
I ain't sick.
Listen, like, who, like a hospital? I'm like, oh, mother, now you really want me to have cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Nah, for real.
Shout out to Minister Charity, too, that got me up out of there, because they like, this girl, she really is off the rockers. But that was my first real breakdown to say, wait a minute, hold up, no. Something is off. Something is real. You do need to pay attention to this. It's not a joke. Your life is on the line.
Mood swings
Come
up
on.
and down.
Come on.
Yeah.
This is not normal.
It's not.
Come on. Let's talk
See, they
about
make it so. They
God
make it
bless
so
you, brother.
normal to be down. Like nobody wants to see you happy. They feel like if you happy, you bragging or boasting.
Facts.
You showing off. Like everything that I've been in my life made me who I am today. You know what I mean? So if I have a happy moment, let me enjoy my happy moment. You never know. I might cry when ain't nobody looking. Up late at night, I'll already be up 10 o'clock to 10 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning working. So you never know. That's where a lot of my music come from. It come from me sitting by myself, you know, moon time. I don't really get into trying to create around a lot of people. I try to create within myself. See, a lot of people go through the stuff that I go through and maybe worse. You know what I mean? So I just try to put my life on there. You know, I don't really talk about I should start talking about what's going on in the world, but I feel like everybody tuned in enough to know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, before we get ahead of ourselves, because I want to reintroduce both of you, but I'm also going to let you come back and reintroduce how we met. But before that, I generally try to start the podcast with a little piece of prayer.
Let's do it.
If either one of you want to lead us or bless us, and we also have a little piece of prayer at the end, you're more than welcome. And otherwise, I'm always holding it down. So
Go ahead, Day One. They want good with prayer.
Amen. God
He always
bless
pray
you,
for me.
Day-One.
Day one, putting the prayer down. All right.
Amen.
Dear Father God, we're here today to thank you for our blessings. We blessed to be here. We highly favored right now. We got blessings with our talents that brought us here today. I just want to thank you for everything that you provide. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Man, listen, I don't play about God or his work. You're anointed. As soon as you open your mouth, what? Holy Spirit, pow, hey.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, slow down. Hey. Oh, that was almost perfect ministry, and that's what I'll be talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. And you can't make this ish up, yo. You can't make it up. God, the presence of God is here. The Spirit of the Lord is here. Hey. And that's why it's so funny I have to share this with you guys. But the producer that's over this whole place, she's been working here for 20 years. She said, I thought you said this show was spiritual. Because, you know, we cuss, we fuss, we drop bars from Mars.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We done played the music.
Yeah, we not hold nothing
I
back.
said, it is spiritual. Wait a minute, we in the life-saving business, baby. That's what we came here to do. And with that being said, let me reintroduce you. It's Mr. Keno.
Yes, ma'am.
520.
Yes,
Hunch, I
ma'am.
don't even know his government. It don't even matter, okay? And Mr. Joshua.
Josh Julio.
Josh Julio. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm going to leave the camera where it is till I get a cameraman. Listen, anybody else want to come help bless the Lord's mission? Let's talk about it.
That's the tap man. That's the ink man.
Say that. I'll say that. I need some of that.
Oh yeah, he gonna get you together. He cold.
Yeah.
Freestyle, draw up,
Facts.
whatever you want to do. Cover up. He cold.
Listen, I'm trying to come back to back to back. I told somebody as soon as Biden sent my little check, we got
Now
things
follow
to
him
do.
on. Follow Instagram or Facebook.
Instagram, Facebook. It's
Instagram,
Josh Julio.
Facebook, same thing.
Okay,
Josh
tell
Julio
us
on Facebook.
where to find you at. Somebody type it in
Josh
for us.
_Julio_art on Instagram. Get a
Okay.
hold of me. Look at my work. Like some pictures.
Okay.
Let me know what you think. I'm always open for criticism. just make me a better person.
Amen. Say that. That's a major point right there. Especially in the black community. You tell us we do something wrong, we want to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? We want to knock them out. No, that's how you get better. Somebody saying, wait a minute, did you think about this? Look at it this way. Turn it that way. Boom, boom, boom. You know, I love it. I'm with you. Yeah, make me better, baby. Iron sharpens iron. Let's get it in here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got some
You see why I got him next to me? That's my day one.
Look, okay, saying some kings in the building. Don't turn me out there. Listen, it don't take much for me. God is good. Okay, but anywho, so well, y'all already know. Once again, it's Let's Talk About It with Talea, the real, the raw, the relevant podcast. And let me just catch y'all up. This is season 2, and it's me, myself, and I. And the reason being is because God let me know if I'm really gonna heal, then I really have to deal with me. You know, I really got to turn a mirror on me, and it cannot be anybody else but me. And whether that comes in many different forms, figuring out my routine, my schedule, dealing with the trauma and the dilemma, taking full responsibility for my actions, you know, crucifying my desires, and you know, finding new positive people to be around, and just going back and reflecting, slowing down, breathing. You know, like it's so much, and it's not easy. And then, you know, I started the podcast, and then the Holy Spirit punched me in my face, like, walk it like you talk it, or I'm gonna shut your mouth.
Yeah. We want the real. We don't want no fabricated nothing.
I said, who? And then he took me to his word, and let me get to the message of the day, and then I'm giving it to y'all. But yeah, and then he took me to his word over there, Zechariah, Elizabeth's husband, where, you know, he didn't believe God, so he literally shut his mouth after the baby was born, after John the prophet, the beloved, to after he was born. And it's like, no, I don't want God to shut my mouth, and he will. He knows how to knock you to your knees. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the podcast is the real, the raw, the relevant. Ain't nobody got time for nobody to be fake about this ish. That's why before y'all walked in, I was on my soapbox telling people, you know, this ain't no joke. This ain't a game. We're not here for form or fashion. Yes, I got dressed for you. I couldn't figure out which suit to wear, so I said, let me put some DC on it.
Okay, say flip-flop.
You know, for you. That was for you. I said, got to represent for my king. You know,
Taylor gang.
Taylor gang.
And then I said, I wonder, I don't know if you like yours clean or dirty.
Nah, I keep my kicks
keep my
crispy,
way clean.
like.
See, I got a shoe man, but see, they gotta be a little dirty for me. They got, like, sometimes.
As soon as I get a scuff, I turn into Boosie.
See, get the extra.
I ain't as fancy as him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't as fancy as him.
Listen, see, y'all gonna be the perfect ones. I'm gonna have donating to my nonprofit. Yep, bring me them scuff shoes right over here for the kids.
For sure, I got a couple pair for you right now.
Listen, for all my kids, I'm gonna hold on to them too. Listen, Converse, we coming for you, baby, for sure. You already know. I ain't talking because I got lips. But anyway, so the lesson of the day is, and let me just say this. Because of some things that I have encountered recently, just wanting to let people know, and that I've had to even share with a couple friends and experience myself and been an example of, we have to forgive and forget. I think that's one of the biggest keys to actually healing mentally, which is literally something that doesn't just take place in your mind. It literally takes place in your whole body. There are times where stress would just break down my whole body. You know, and you're not really thinking. You say, okay, I'm mental, or I'm anxious, I'm shaking right now, blah, blah, blah. But you're not really realizing that you're allowing fear or defeat, doubt, yes, to just consume your entire being. And it just switches your mindset where you're like, oh, maybe I can't do this anymore. Down to the point, like, for example, I just told myself last week, and I was just telling my friend today, like, no, Talea, you're going to be on time today. You are self-sabotaging your own success. Stop. Like, I literally just had to say this. I'm not 7 days ago after the last show. Like, we're not about to keep doing this. Yes, me and you. Let's have this conversation. Okay. Can you hear you now? Okay, you can. Yes, and I'm like, damn, you are. Why? Because your mama was always late. Good for your mama.
Right.
Your mama wasn't trying to get billionaire and trillionaires to sign her a check.
That's one
and guess
thing.
what? Your track record speaks for you.
Yep.
I don't care if it is your show. You could be like, okay, Diana Ross, will you let me know? And at the end of the day, that's what it's not. It's not about me. It's not my show. And that's what I was telling you. I tell everybody else when it comes to this. No, I answer to God. I have to answer to God for this because somebody's going to hear this, and they have. And they have reached out, and they're continuing to reach out, saying, please keep doing what you're doing. I was thinking about this. So-and-so and so-and-so. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Can we please honor this person's life? And we are, and we're going to. So, again, I thank y'all for being here and for not taking it lightly. God bless you, kings. I'm turning it over. Let the Lord use you. How did we get from, this is my first question, and then I'm really going to just let you go. I saw your picture on Instagram. Y'all go to Keno's Instagram. KENO5, the number 5 underscore. Look, before we forget, before I start crying, 20 Huncho HUNCHO. And look at his baby face.
She is about to embarrass me right now.
Please, because it's so cute. And leave a comment below. Yes, yes, the baby. Yes, pull it up. Pull it up. Oh my gosh, we should just show the people.
Hey man, y'all don't do me today.
The baby Keno.
Oh my God. And then you hear the music, and I'm like, damn, who messed with you all? And that's what we got to talk about. We got to talk about it. But I feel like I forgot to end the lesson of the day. But the lesson of the day is forgive and forget. If you want to be free, start going through your list of traumas. Go to therapy. It's not too late. Talk to people about the stuff that's going on in your heart. I just told one of my girlfriends, hey, if you walk past this person and your heart cringe up, hey, you haven't dealt with it. Let's deal with it. Let's get real about it. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be real. I tell people all the time, yeah, I'm still dealing with my shit. I'm not up here trying to stun on y'all like I ain't got issues. I'm still dealing and I'm healing. If you ask me, yes, let me zoom it in for the people. I got to zoom it in.
Hey, peep the overalls though.
Oh my God, he's so cute, y'all.
Keep the overalls with the polo though. Don't leave that out. That's real swag in the 90s. Like.
He thought he was.
Oh my God.
And I was standing by the tree.
Oh my God. Look, I'm the
He look
worst
commercial
man
ready,
right
man.
there.
He look
Listen,
commercial
that's what I'm
ready.
saying. You could have got all the advertisements.
You know what's so crazy? If you look at my kids, they look dead on.
Your
dude.
twins, stop playing.
They look dead on.
Let me get my teeth out of here. Listen, till y'all give me a deal, somebody fix my teeth. Listen, with your face, with your baby picture. Yes, but you know what? That's a big part of it. How do we go from being innocent children to carrying the weight and the messages we have today? And I'm a musician like you are, I'm assuming.
I'm not a musician. I do dabble in the music, but I just do it because it's fun when I get the opportunity.
Say that. Okay.
I just take advantage of opportunities. That's it.
It's really an art, man. It's an art. It's an art, and I feel like a lot of people take that for granted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like y'all, I see a lot of artists, a lot of up and coming artists. A lot of artists are young. You know what I mean? So they haven't really experienced the stuff that us artists have, like with these shows and the promotion and, you know what I mean, and features and stuff like that. So I just feel like it's good for somebody of my age and my caliber. I'm in the middle. I'm not really blown up or I don't have a big name or nothing like that. But a lot of people see me and the first thing they ask me is, when you dropping? When you dropping? So that's why I've been so active with it, like, yeah, I'm dropping soon. Like, so when I got my tape back today, I finally got it back today from one of the DJs, but I got 2 DJs on it. Okay. So I finally got it back today, and I'm just sitting there listening, like, man, I'm criticizing myself though. So I'm like, oh no, this might not hit, but this one right here gonna hit. This one right here gonna hit. But when you listen to it all the way through, you going, oh man, that's why he ain't been dropping. He coming classic after classic after classic.
You about to market.
Man, I brought it all with this one. This is my first official tape, so I gotta. And the name of the tape is self-explanatory because you know it's basically self-explanatory. It's gonna tell you about my life, how I deal with my parents, how I deal with my kids, how I deal with hustling. You know, the good days, bad days, deaths, births. It's gonna tell you all. So it's really an autobiography and audio. You know what I mean? So it's lit.
Wow. I love it. Well, I want to kind of talk about balance. It was the first song of yours that I listened to, and I was like, wow, because I was praying. I said, okay, Lord, what do you want us to, what point about this do you want us to hit? And then I hear balance. And I happen to read the comments, and somebody agrees. Amen. Shout out to those that leave comments, because it's that deep and it's that real. And we are one and here for one another. But, and that was one of the things that's how I got stuck in deep in the trenches of my battle with mental health, is trying to numb the pain, you know, and open myself up to things that I never knew would be open doors, where that would actually affect me in ways that, you know, certain footprints, once you put it out there, you can't get it back. Or, hey, once you put some stuff online, hey, you can't get it back once you say it. Once you say certain things out your mouth. And, you know, you may realize later on, or even at that time, that it's not you, but other people won't necessarily realize that. And they won't also acknowledge that once it happens time after time again. And the thing about it is, science is showing now that these things are not actually necessarily have to be wired down to a medical diagnosis. We all have thoughts that are attached to every single cell in our body based on the things that we've gone through from the time that we were a child. And of course, these traumatic things bring certain responses in our body. Yeah, reactions and responses that are absolutely, totally real. Yep. You know, I had just a couple of days ago, a young lady confided in me that she was raped. And I immediately, my body remembered those feelings. Right. And so I was instantly there for her. Like, no doubt, questions asked, ain't nothing less, you know, I'm, you know, been here before. Boom, come on. Ain't nothing else to talk about. If you don't want, you know, period. But your body, your mind, which shoots through your whole body, which is connected to everything in you again, remembers these things. How do we get to balance? How do we get to putting it in the music? Why do we numb the pain? What pain have you numbed, or are you numbing? Let the Lord use you.
It's more of, like you were saying, doubt. I mean, me personally, I come from group homes, foster homes, not knowing, lied to, truth told, you know what I mean? So I deal with every situation different. I mean, like, me coming up, it was kind of rough on me because I didn't know my place. You know what I mean? So I'm just really trying to find where I fit in at. You know what I mean? And it seemed like nowhere I was going or nowhere that I ended up, I fit in. I was never comfortable. So I never took my music serious, never took my voice serious. Like, I really got a voice. Yeah. A lot of stuff that I go through, a lot of people go through. Like, it's so deep and so close. The stuff that I went through as a kid, my little brother's going through it right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I got to try my best to get over my stuff, and then at the same time help them get over their stuff. So it's basically, I'm going backwards and not forward. You know what I mean? The only way that I can show them is if I get through it. You know what I mean? Absolutely. But it's kind of hard getting through it when you got to bring them with you. It's a lot of weight on your shoulders when you the voice. When everybody looking up to you to make it, or everybody looking up to you to go far in life. Yeah. It's like nobody's around you is trying to help you get there. You know what I mean? But they want you to get there. They want you to get there. Don't get me wrong. They want you to get there. But they don't want to help you get there because they feel like, or maybe if they get there, they going to leave me. Or and that's not the way to think about it. That's never the way to think about it.
You really have to help me with that one. I don't understand it. I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's why we
y'all
kick it.
Kind of pause right there a little bit. Fricka. Slow down. Yeah. Why? Is that just in our community?
No, that's everywhere. That can come so close as your own kids. You know what I mean? Not my kids. My kids love me to death. Not my kids. But I'm just saying though, like,
shout out to your kids, beautiful twins.
I see people all the time, like, even people that I was in high school got kids now that's 11 and 10 and 13, and you watching them, you like, damn, y'all ain't teaching y'all kids no respect. Here, walk around cuss. Man, I'd smack my daughter about what she acting crazy. And they don't know, but they don't come from that. You know what I mean? So
I
they just a
understand
product
that.
of their environment. They not going off. They really going to the T. I'm gonna say it like this: the TV is raising the kids.
Well,
Game systems raising the kids. That's why kids going out here crying. They depressed. Everybody, so somebody say something wrong to them, they ready to shoot them. No, see, we coming up, somebody say something wrong to you, we gonna put a stick on my shoulder, you gonna knock it off. If you knock it off, we gonna fight, and that's the end of it.
period. Let's go.
But nowadays, it's these kids, they don't got no, like you said, they don't got no outlet. So everything is so bottled up. As soon as they get into a real situation, they thinking off of impulse. They not using their brain. They off of impulse. So if they got their gun and you swing on them, you might die that day. You know what I mean?
And why is that always the first response? I don't understand that. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get upset with us because we put this image in the music that that's the answer and that's okay. That's the response. You know, it's nothing. Let me just. Sometimes I hate to even speak it, but like I told y'all before getting into this show, this one's not suited for insurance. We pop a Molly or a perk and you piss me off, I'm gonna shoot you. Huh? What? And these are things that I literally can quote you, like I've heard in the last 7 days. And I'm saying, you know, or that bee can die. I've heard in the last 7 days, hey, y'all need to go to therapy. You need to take a walk. It's not that serious. That's how non-precious life is to some of us. But at the same time, it's scientifically proven that when we put it in the music, it changes our brain cells, it changes our mind, which again, we just told you is attached to your whole body. It's so powerful. And we have to be careful and we have to take responsibility as artists to at least say, hey, this is not meant for children, or this is my real, this is my raw. But some things have to be censored. And to be honest with you, at the end of the day, that's why I want my own network, television network, everything, radio, all of that, because you have to censor what you put out there for these children, you know, because it is our future, our next generation, all that good stuff. So what are we doing to be intellectually responsible? Okay.
I think you got a valid point. Like I was just saying, the TV and the radio game systems is raising the kids. Like, even when I was coming up, we had recreational centers we could go to and somebody help us with homework, play basketball, do after-school games and stuff like that. See, now, like, I don't never see kids outside playing football, basketball, none of that. So the only thing they know is watch what they see. And a lot of shit is about money, drugs, females, and that's how people numb their pain. Like, people numb their pain through females. Like, if I break up with my girl, first thing I'm gonna do is like, man, all right, I know you on some bullshit. I'm about to go kick it with old girl. You know what I mean?
Another girl.
Or say this, boom, I done had a stressful day. First thing I'm thinking about doing, I get home, is rolling up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or drinking. You know what I mean? Or soon as somebody say something wrong to me, they take from me, steal from me, hurt my mom, hurt my brother. I'm ready to, you know what I mean? So it's really about, like I said, that's how people numb their pain, is by not dealing with it, but dealing with it. If you get what I'm saying, like, not actually doing what you saying, like reevaluate the situation, reevaluate yourself, put yourself in another person's shoes, see where they was coming from and why they reacted or why they acted the way they did. If you doing that, if you doing it off of drugs, you're not in your right mind.
Period.
So you numb. You numb. Anything that happened, you might be, like you said, off a perk, but as soon as you wake up, you don't even realize you killed 2 people last night, you never come home. So it was never a solution. But this is how people solve their problems. They drink, they smoke, talk down about people because they insecure with themselves. Like, that's how people work. I don't know why. I never understood it. I've never been a hater. I've always been big on embracing high energy. I don't really like low energy. When you got low energy around me, it turned my day around. Like, because I'm still fighting my stuff personally, but I'm not going to tell you that. Yeah. You might not never see it. like I said, I might be 3 o'clock in the morning sitting in the car writing a song and write a bar, and it might be the bar that I needed just to cleanse myself. You know what I mean? Now I'm back focused. But it's really reevaluation. If you reevaluate yourself and your life and how you live, how you eat, how you react, period. I think that's the way to do it. Drugs is never the answer. Drugs is never the answer.
What you just said is so powerful. Using the music, writing a bar, getting away, using that to cleanse yourself. Can you please, or can y'all expand on that a little bit? And it means so much to me because this is what God instructed me to do. And I feel like you want to come in on this one, Joshua. But this is what God told me to do. He said, "Talaya, put it in the music." And I just told somebody, I said, if God had an actual physical heart, it would bleed music. Whitney Houston said, if you give the kids anything, don't take away the music. If you have the music, you have love. Mm-hmm. And we know God is love. And I feel like the music saved my life. Mm-hmm. Expressing and putting it in the music. But why do you say it cleanses you? Talk to me.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you 2 bars. And it's so crazy they both in balance. Both of these bars is in balance. The first bar is, Perky's got me numb to the pain, I don't feel nothing. Basically what I was just telling you. Yes. Whenever I'm off drugs, I don't feel nothing. You can say anything to me and I just turn around. But I won't react that way if I'm not on drugs because now I'm really in my right mind and I got everything that's on my mind already and you just added to it. So I might react how I was supposed to react to this person, to you. You know what I mean? But what's the other bar?
Wait, before you go to the other bar, what were you numbing with the barbs, yo? That's what we want to get to. As much as, and either one of you, whatever you're willing to share. I know what I have numbed and what I've used to numb it, and a lot of people wouldn't even consider this a drug, but sex was my drug of choice.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It was. I'm like, psh, and it worked for me. Except that until I had a girlfriend come in my life, like, hey, yo, whoa, slow down. Hey,
what she
you
say?
let enough get
every
to
nigga
know
you
ya.
meet ain't supposed to meet
She
your
was like,
coochie,
whoa, like, come on, like, literally, Mayday, fire, like, she was like, baby, hey, and I was like, oh, shit, wait a minute. Yeah.
And that's probably the funniest thing I ever heard, though.
For real,
she
it's
said,
the truth, though.
Every nigga you meet ain't supposed to meet your coochie.
Period. So now this bad boy got a chastity belt on it, like
clank, clank.
I think the key is somewhere in the water. You know what I'm saying? It's all good in the hood. But it's supposed to be that way, and we have to get back to that too, where we're raising our daughters to be young queens, and where it's not okay to give every man your body. And you have to realize that we are just masking the pain, and that is one form of it. No, you're not just free sexual, and I hear people, I'm fluid. No, you are masking your pain and not dealing with your issues, and I can talk about it because I've been there and done that. And women, our bodies are not, the scripture says that they're a temple, yours and mine, but our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit. And I posted something yesterday where, we're exchanging DNA, we're exchanging fluid,
energy,
energy, all that is real. When I go to give myself to my husband, if y'all's all aboard, I'm taking you with me. Well, is that what you wanted? Is that the gifts that we wanted? It's true.
So if I'm depressed that day, and she
gives how she put it, man. That one took me.
Yeah, y'all real talk. Yeah. Listen, I'm going to say this and then I'm moving on. I have to tell some of my younger people, like, hey, just because I let you stay over my house, don't think you're going to have sex in my house. And I have to tell people because there's a spiritual connotation to it. Hey, it's some stuff going on. Y'all not leaving that ish up in here with me. Nah, this ain't the holiday. And my friend, whether you paying or not, no, I'm not fighting with these demons when you up out of here.
Burn the sage.
Hey, say burn the sage. Say where is the sage. Listen, I said I gotta get me some more and don't think I didn't, just in case.
Nah,
okay, I don't have time for this.
They all gotta go.
Bye Felicia's, bye
Bye,
Fernando's, okay? I even do the door. I open the door. I'm not messing with you.
Nah,
Don't
for
play
real.
with me. In and out. Listen, one time for your holy mind. But yes, you guys. So, I want to hear from you. But number one.
Me?
Yeah, number one.
I ain't want to take over the mic. It's
Nah, you
man's
cool, you
interview.
cool.
All right,
You
well.
cool, that's why I brought you, man. I love,
Um,
we always have intellectual conversations, so, that's the only reason I brought you with me, man. I don't really deal with a lot of people. I got enough friends I can count on my hand. Like,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
I think the problem at home is a big factor on kids' life, when it comes to their mental health and whatnot,
Yes.
because the way you raise it take you far. It'll tell you what you want or dictate what you want in the future. If you didn't come from nothing, you probably end of the day don't even want nothing. And then on top of that, building appreciation for the place that you do live.
Yeah.
It might not be the best. It might not be what you want it to be, but if you can learn how to appreciate things earlier in life, it'll help you in the long run, because you might even achieve the goal that you get and didn't even appreciate it, so now you done lost it because you didn't know how to treat it, or
Hey,
you know what I mean.
Let me
So
say this. I heard a bar from Jay-Z actually on Drake's album. He said, people know the price of everything but the value of nothing. That hit me so deep, because
Wow, shout out
Facts.
to
you can have
Jay-Z.
everything, literally
Yeah.
everything,
Wow.
and not value it and lose it all.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
That's what I got out of that
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
And it happened to us so many times in our community. It ain't only
Plenty.
your own doings. It's the people you let in your life.
Yep.
The people who know your business. They can all tear you down. It's all about how you react and how you decide to come back. Because, a little bit of bad news ain't going to last nothing but 72 hours.
Okay.
A little 72 hours of bull.
Yeah, you be
You'll
alright.
get over it. But, if you want to talk to it about somebody, you got to have a day one there or somebody to keep you calm, because it do get hectic out here when it come down to it. In the book, in the Bible, the book of Job, it reminds me to stay humble and appreciate the things that I do have. He had it all and lost it all.
Everything.
I can't go out like that.
Sure.
But yeah,
Like, I done been there
Everything.
plenty of times. Up, down. I done had it all, lost it all. I done left the country, lost my passport, can't leave the country. Man, it's just been up and down. I done had felonies, got them expunged, got more felonies, beat cases.
yeah. I be telling him all the time, focus on that music, man. Focus on that creative outlet you got, that gift God gave you. Because if you're not using it, you just throwing it in the trash, and you ain't going to be where you want to be with whatever you do. Even if you was to get successful doing something else, you're not going to be happy because it ain't what you wanted to do.
Right.
So you're going to have to focus on that music. I know it's other things out here, distractions, bills to pay, things you got to do, but to really get where you want to, I told him you got to focus on that music 100%. This is my boy. I tell him, if he asked me, we trying to get out there,
Sad.
He already know.
And you know what? Like you said, for some of us, it's a responsibility. The fact that this weight is on you, but that this gift is on you, it's not. You have to remember, it's not about you.
It's not.
And when I heard your music, I was like, whoa, yo. And I'm not, music is in my family. It's in our blood. I tell folks we get out the mud. I mean, cousins, Berkeley, uncle, band, father was MC from DC, me, MC, rapper, artist, singer, all that stuff, whatever. Can keep going and going and going. And the more I find out about my family, the more I'm like, dang, we had that many artists in the family and this and that. But at the end of the day, where was I going with that? Oh, Lord. Well, at the end of the day, either way, it's a ministry. It's a whole language. And one thing that I found out is you can sing to somebody and not even be singing in the same language. Like, y'all not even understand. I literally just experienced this recently. You may not even understand each other's language, but you can feel the music.
You can feel it.
You understand? It speaks to you. And your music speaks to me. I may not have walked it in your shoes, but it speaks to me. And I can feel it. And I really do these things on purpose. I don't know. I shouted you out and tagged you on Instagram, but I was letting my people hear for the first time. And as soon as first 10 seconds, they gotta go. And I'm like, okay. So it's not just me, you know. I really want to hear from the people because, like you were talking about earlier, we can get on our hot box. Of course, I think all my shit fire. You know what I'm saying? Of course I do. Okay. I don't think that mean, yeah, but of course.
Constructive criticism.
Come on. And you need somebody to be like, slow down.
Yeah. That's a powerful tool. That's something that you gotta, and I think that's a problem that people have with acceptance. Is they want to be accepted, but they don't want to take the constructive criticism. You gotta take that. Like no matter what you do, whether you draw, anything, architecture, anything. You might say, put the pool on the roof. And they like, oh, you put the pool on the roof, somebody gonna fall off. We already put the pool in the basement. We put it down there, ain't nobody gonna be able to find it. So now you back and forth with it, like where I'm gonna put the roof. Everybody come to a mutual agreement. Now we put the pool right in the front where they can find it. Nobody gonna get hurt. We got lifeguards right here. But if I'm listening to you and I'm already set on something, like I want the pool on the roof, I want rooftop pool. I don't want to even think about nothing else. You know what I mean? Boom, you done got a body. Somebody that fell off the roof. Somebody that drowned because the bodyguard couldn't get up there fast enough, or lifeguard couldn't get up there fast enough. Like, so I just feel like constructive criticism is a big part of reevaluation, especially self-reevaluation. Like, the people around you, if they not telling you your wrongs, or if they not checking you when you wrong, they might the people you should need around you.
Yeah, I had somebody earlier today.
Big.
They was telling me what I can and can't do when it comes to tattooing, and all I did was sit there and listen to them. You know, when she got to she seen it didn't affect me. She got to trying to go harder and saying stuff. I said, now you got to watch yourself. I could take some criticism, but now it's like you trying to insult me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Criticism is good from the people you know that care about you. But if you know it's a hater, don't even pay no attention to them. Don't waste your time, because there's people, all criticism not good criticism. Now, it's okay to accept what they say, but you're not going to try to, once I accept it, now you need to be looking at me trying to tell me how I can fix it, or stop talking about it to me right now. You know what I mean?
Look, tag me in. Listen, what you're not going to do is break my spirit.
No, for real.
Okay, like you said, okay. All right, I hear you, and I'm going to take it. And here at the same time, going back to Jay-Z, they just asked in one of our interviews, would you take $500,000 or an interview or lunch with Jay-Z? Nigga, I'm going to lunch with Jay-Z. Crazy?
I mean, you go with Jay-Z, but I'm taking the money. Hey, I'm taking the money.
I just feel like that is just a priceless thing. I feel like you could walk away with 500,000 opportunities by the time you finish with lunch with Jay-Z. Listen, by the time
Jay-Z gonna want to meet me.
Lunch with Jay-Z. Listen, by the time I finish with lunch with Jay-Z, he gonna sign one of his empires over to be like, here, girl, just go on and take it. Just do what you do.
That's what I'm saying, though. What if you go to lunch?
My G, salute.
What if you go to lunch with Jay-Z and he don't say nothing?
What you mean?
What if you go to lunch with Jay-Z and he don't say nothing?
The plate's gonna be small.
Hey, guess what? Let me tell y'all something.
You know the plate's gonna be small, little nugget on the plate.
I ain't worried about eating. I ain't worried about no food. I'm trying to be a breatharian anyways. We're gonna talk about that on another podcast. Listen, if he wanna sit there and chew for 2 hours, I'm gonna sit right there and I'm gonna watch this for 2 hours. You hear me? Why? Paparazzi go. Listen. Yeah. Either way it go, I'm a winner. And at the end of the day, he's teaching me something. Shut up. Be quiet. Fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna have a card, an email address. I'm gonna slip it to somebody. Something. Yeah. Jay-Z, holla at me.
I watched the little meme though.
But I brought him up for a reason, because, and this is true, and I study billionaires and I study millionaires, and he's one that I really do take his words. I don't take him for granted. And he says that, for some of you can tell me your story all day. Don't do this just because you made it and I'm successful and this and that and this worked for me and you can't do this. Who can't do this?
Exactly.
You know, I'm paraphrasing and to let you know, I always add my own little spin to it, but basically, who can't? Just because you can't, what's that got to do with me? You know, going back to that 1%. And the other part of that 1% is, you know, just this right here. Even down to me going back and having a conversation with myself. Girl, what you're going to stop doing is sabotaging your own chance.
Yeah.
You know, sabotaging the mission, sabotaging the message. Oh, you thought it was about you. And people are like, you know, some people are like, F you and won't give me my love. The family. Y'all know how that goes, period. You know, we just tapped into that. And then I have other people saying, no, you don't know. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. And sometimes, and I'm shouting out, telling people, encouraging them, when I finish pushing play, here come the tears. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and you still gotta go. And you still gotta go. For me, moving. I'll be honest with you, to come from Thursday and to come right back around Monday, and it's a challenge because the Lord is telling me, yeah, you gotta get ready for even more. For even more.
Keep going.
And the more we do and the more people I meet, they're like, yeah, this happened to me. I'm going through that right now. I just met somebody and I'm like, okay, Lord, okay, slow down. Whoa. And they just tell me their stories. Strangers. You know, and that's the gift, that's a part of it. And I asked them, will you please come on and talk about it? Please, because especially us black people, we have to say it's okay. It's okay to be like, shit, I'm having a bad day. I'm taking the day off. Where's Bruno Mars today? I don't feel like doing anything. I ain't doing it.
Self-love is important. Self-love is definitely important. It's really hard. It's really hard to love somebody when you don't love yourself. And you will know when you don't love yourself. You will know because you will start waking up late. You will stop doing your routine. You will stop being on time for work. You will stop having conversations with people that you usually have conversations with every day. Like you will feel it. It's a feeling. It's an energy. Like you will know when you're depressed. You will know when you in a state where you feel like you can't get out. And sometimes it's when you feel stuck. So it might be a time where you $60 short in your rent, and that might be your breaking point. Like, what? Fuck it, I'm not even paying my rent this month. You know what I mean? All over $60, and the $60 might come right then and there.
And you crack, and that's the thing, and that's why, to be honest, being the support system is so important. You just walking past somebody and saying, "Hey, ma'am, I like your hat," or smile, or you look nice today, or hi, children. Like a little baby just said hi to me, my back turned. You think I didn't turn around and give her the biggest hi ever? Like that? You don't know how impressionable that one moment might be, especially going back to what you were saying about how these kids are raised nowadays in the home. I have kids that come to my door every day and tell me when they go home, every single time they go home, their mama strike them down and curse them with their mouth. You ain't nothing. You ain't gonna be nothing. I'm like, every day, every time.
And it's really like that.
And like you said, ain't nobody got time. I'm grown as I can't still be crying over my mama. And wait till we talk about that. You know what I'm saying? This real. But I got kids, and I'll show you in my phone that's saying, wait a minute, my mom might not come to my birthday party. And I'm like, yeah, what you gonna do? You gonna dry your eye? Or you gonna be the example, like you were talking about? Are you going to be the example and walk it like you talk it, like he said? Otherwise, I'm gonna shut your mouth. No, I have to do these things, and I know when I'm out of whack. You know, I have to apologize to people. As a matter of fact, I apologize to the Love Locks Experience, the band. I don't know if y'all know the Love Locks Experience. Shout out to them, to Mr. Chavez and his whole crew. Listen, Mr. Poetic. Hey, you know, I love my people, but I know that at that time, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing to take care of my mental. And guess what? Regardless to what happened, and this is what I mean by really healing and dealing, regardless to what might have, quote unquote, or not triggered me, hey, take responsibility. Because if I was in the right place mentally, I wouldn't have responded the way I responded. You know what I'm saying? Relationships wouldn't be...
And that matters.
That matters. Relationships wouldn't be broken. Relationships wouldn't be damaged. You know what I'm saying? One of my brothers, shout out to Kahan, he's like, you really need to go make it right. You really need to go make it right. Pride, boy. Come on.
That's it. That's it.
Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all follow the Love Locks. They doing big out here in the city.
Pride will keep you...
Big ups.
Pride will keep you from elevating.
Period.
Pride will keep you from elevating for the simple fact... It is like it's a lot of people right now that we probably not on the best terms, but I still drop everything I'm doing to go help them. You know what I mean? I would never leave them in the dirt, you know, but we just don't see eye to eye on certain things, you know what I mean? So that's where putting people in categories come. Like you got to categorize your life. You gotta make sure everything is organized, whether it's with everything. If you don't have organization, man, it's easy for it to break down. It's like building a stick house. You put the wrong stick in the wrong place, you're gonna tear the whole house down. Now you gotta rebuild from the back, and it's hard to rebuild. It's hard to start over. Like, that's never been easy for nobody. I've never seen nobody do it easily. Like, they stressed out, depressed, waking up, what I'm gonna do, and it take them months, maybe even years to get back to themselves. I know from self-experience. I mean, but pride can literally, pride can depress you. Pride can depress you because you don't want to go and tell this person sorry, or you don't want to go around this person, and they might be the person that might be what you need. You know what I mean? That might be the closure that you need, just to get to your next level. Like, it's a lot of people that I see to this day that we got unsolved issues. So I could be happy kicking it with y'all, and then they come around and my whole vibe changed. Period. But that's because that's something that I never dealt with. And people don't know how to deal with stuff. Like I said, they numb it. They don't deal with it. Yeah. And that's becoming a big problem. And that's why we have mass shootings. That's why we have poverty still. That's why we don't come together. Man, let me say this. Let me say this. This is powerful. Let me say this. Man, 6,000 people, maybe 60,000 people in Dayton, Ohio got $20,000 or more. And we ain't buy our city back. We didn't buy our city back.
I bought a little something. Shout
out to Julio. He bought a couple properties. Couple properties, houses. You know what I mean? I gotta shout bro out. But I'm saying, all this we.
I'm trying to buy the block. I'm trying to buy my whole block.
And that's how we should all be.
Period.
That's how we should all be.
How can we better?
Millions of dollars in grants and funds, and we didn't buy our city back. I'm talking about corner stores. No. Oh my God, it's sad.
People was waiting to flex, man.
It's sad.
They ready to flex with that. They ain't ready to think about. They gonna get some, like I was saying, about maintaining.
And that flex is part of
that flex is part
you
done bought a car you can't even maintain or keep.
That flex is part of numbing the pain.
But that's the bomb dropper right there. The flex is part of the numbing.
For real.
For males and females.
For real.
And that's one of the things that I said one last year to one of my sisters, not to cut you all the way off, Josh, but that your happiness has to come from within. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I see my girlfriends, sisters, this and that. Take a picture of me, run to the mall, this and that, and blah, 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 and yada, yada. And now you can study in China, they got females making clubs of this, and we buy one person, we all take a picture with it and this and that to try to attract the rich man. What are we doing to ourselves? And that is you're never going to be happy.
That's degrading.
You're never going to be happy. I used to, this is a true story. Shout out to my Aunt Margaret. My Aunt Margaret gave me my first Louis bag. And you know, there's ways to tell a real Louis bag from a fake Louis bag. Boom. Well, I grew up poor in the hood. So, for a symbol of pride, I would only pull that Louis bag out when I had absolutely no money in my pocket. Mm. It kept me humble. Mm. And it kept me hopeful. Mm-hmm. But I also didn't want to take advantage of it as well, especially in particular because it was a gift. And I was so young, like, you don't deserve this. Mm. And y'all just gave it to you like it's nothing. Mm-hmm. And now I think of when you say you have shoes for me now, guess what? I gotta hold on to them. Why? Because the haves and the have-nots. I ain't got 2 kids in my neighborhood that need shoes. I got 50.
Right.
Hey. And if I give it to one, they're going to tell everybody, and it's going to be all that popping. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and going back to something else you said today, you know, that's why God gave me the Move Forward movement, the nonprofit that I'm trying to start. You know, we were talking about these kids not getting outside and not, you know, just standing in front of the video games. And, you know, you can look on YouTube now and see all these kids, they getting famous for cussing out their mama. And and I'm like, whoa.
Man, I would have been dead.
Dead, buried, alive twice.
Yeah, I'd have never made it. Let me bring you back to life real quick. Y'all can kill you again.
Period.
Matter of fact, I'm about to ball you up, push you in a grinder, and I'm stuffing you back into me. I'm gonna have you again, then I'm gonna kill you again, come on, man.
Listen, and don't let your mama be anointed Pentecostal like mine. I will lay hands on you.
Man,
Bring you back to life, okay?
These kids need
and mark you.
A-whoopings. These kids these days need A-whoopings. They don't know nothing about no whooping. Y'all don't know nothing about standing up in the wet bathtub getting beat with a belt. Y'all don't know nothing about the glass ashtray. Y'all don't know nothing about the heel coming from the club.
Go get a switch.
Y'all know nothing about the switch, branch. I got hit with branches. I ain't want no
You
switch.
Gotta go get your own switch.
Yeah.
Listen,
If it ain't big enough, I'm getting a branch.
We used to come with the little ones like they wasn't gonna hurt.
And it was the worst
It
one.
was the worst one.
Worst one. Okay.
That's funny,
My
man.
grandma used to go get their own switch. But see, and you know what? That's something to talk about too, because listen, I can go all the way to the plastic baseball bat and 4 belts, and we can sit back and laugh about it because we have manners. But at the same time, like God gave me recently, slap a whole nation. Hey, there is a limit to the madness too. A lot of that shit that we endured was flat out, straight up, plain Jane abuse. Mm-hmm. A lot of kids in our times were getting slapped in their face, you know what I'm saying? Punch. All kind of itch. They punched, you know what I'm saying? Listen, my teeth fucked up to this day because of some itch. Like, really?
I got scars from 20 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, you owe me a half a tooth, man. Like, I'm laughing about it, but guess what? It's traumatic as fuck.
20 years ago, I still got it on my hand. That's from an ass whooping that I got. Trying to stop it, I didn't. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying, you know. And it's like, at the same time, I also know the things that you went through. I know it. I don't even have to ask you. I know you wouldn't do to your twins. What? And that's the thing that we don't realize, too, with our children, that I'm trying to teach the boys in my neighborhood. You know you can talk to these kids, right? Mm-hmm. What? And make a powerful impression. I have kids coming back to my house. We talk about, should you eat this food? Should you not? And they have a classroom or something, and they blow it out the water. Mm-hmm. And they come back and, Mr. Leia, look, ooh. Why? Because I teach you, we're not eating no candy. Yeah, we're doing, let's do some yoga. You pissed off? Okay, let's do this. Come on, let's run. Let's burn out. We don't count. Let's burn it. Come on. Yeah. We meditate. Man, I had some of the kids come over to my house. I didn't even know they could meditate. It's on my Facebook page. They used to sit there and say, y'all want to meditate? I run upstairs, come back down. They all love him. I said, what? Mm-hmm. I'm sitting back like, I have to show the people this because that means somebody taught these kids this. Mm-hmm. That I was about to. Somebody already showed you. Mm-hmm. And that's my thing, and that's what I want to ask y'all. Josh, what do you do? What do you do to self-love? You know, what do you do to show, to care for yourself? What do you do not to be your average? The average. You getting into the deep.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's do it. Into the deep. Honestly, me, self-love for me is, to be honest, being the best provider that I can at this moment in life. That I don't know if that's really a category for self-love, but I do look at that as like one of my main focuses is building some type of generational wealth for my daughter. Absolutely. It makes me happy. And my son that I'm about to have makes me happy because I grew up. Thank you. Yeah.
Children are a gift.
I grew up in a big family myself. I got 8 brothers, 2 sisters with a single mom, you know what I mean? So I ain't have much. So whatever I get, when I first became a young adult, I didn't appreciate nothing. Even though I would work hard for it to get it, I would always mess it up somehow. So now I just know, get what you can. Don't try to be the big man on the block and spend a lot of money and show out. Just get what you can to maintain and, be where you need to be when you need to do it or whatever. And I grew up without a dad, so everything I do is really for my kids because I ain't have an opportunity for generational wealth. And just me being able to be in the position I am, I thank God almost every night, every morning, like every situation that, even I just say thank you just because I'm walking and it's a beautiful day. I say thank you. Amen. You know what I mean? All I can do is thank you. I don't know the forces that be, but I'm going to thank the forces that be. You know what I mean?
Amen.
That's the key. I have to interject right there a little bit because that I have learned is such a major key to bringing these opportunities, the blessings, making life easy for us. It's just maintaining that attitude of gratitude. Like for everything down to being able to wake up and hear the birds chirping. You know, just having the act. I always pray and thank God for the activity of my limbs. You know, just the fact that we're yet in our right minds. You know, anything and everything, our families are safe and here we're still healthy. You know, we have access to knowledge. The fact my father used to tell me, God rest his soul, Smiling Jimmy said, learn something new every day. And every day you'll learn something new. Trust me, I'm in there like swimwear. Okay, I'm telling all my people, like, don't let me forget your gift for you. Listen, I've been studying these herbs, and I thought that said Crenshaw. I was gonna shout out to Nipsey. Okay, but does it?
Yeah.
Okay, say
Crenshaw,
that. Yeah.
with the code,
marathon merch.
You know, Kobe, 24 Mamba, you know.
Stop playing with
Shout
us.
out to LA. I'm on my way, y'all. Be there soon, man. Real soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And, you know, and that's the thing. Sometimes we don't know what we have going on or just don't know what's going on, period. You know, I started studying Dr. Nipsey Hussle and Dr. CB and she'll start going crazy. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. They trying to kill us all. What's going on? Hey.
They trying to wake us up.
Say wake us up. And we have to really educate ourselves and find out what we can do. And we can. And even if you being spiritual, you know, God keeps giving me, going back to the scriptures, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. He set us up. Everything we need is right here. And that's why I'm serious about the breatharian and learning how do we get off this meat. How do we begin to grow our own gardens? How do we teach our kids how to really work this American economic system? Are stocks for us? Is this meant for us?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What are we spending? And if so, how and what do we do?
History lesson.
Come on.
Black people started the stock market. History lesson for you people who don't know. It was called Black Wall Street. They burnt the whole block down because it was too many black millionaires. Man, we've been having black millionaires since the 1904s, 1890s. Like, we've been having black millionaires. A lot of inventions that come through here now was invented by black people 200 years ago, 100 years ago. They came over here, and I ain't even gonna get into all that because that's just too much for y'all ears right now. I know y'all not understanding what I'm saying, but what I'm telling y'all is this. We come from wealth. That's why every time somebody get a lot of money, they go buy goals. Or they go, it's generation, it's in you. Like, that's why when people see their kids do certain stuff, like, man, I used to do that. Not knowing they never did it in front of their kid, but their kid just automatically doing it because they come from the same genes as you, was just reciprocated genes. Like, so and people just take that real lightly, man. I think that's something that we need to really focus on, is teaching our kids where they really come from. Like, it's deeper than just my baby from Greenwich Village because I was born there. It's deeper than my baby being from the View because I was born there, man. Dayton is a historical place. It's so much stuff here that happened that a lot of y'all probably don't even know. He was just telling me this the other day, and I knew this. First NFL game, Dayton, Ohio. The first NFL game ever happened. It happened in Dayton, Ohio at Triangle View Park. A lot of people don't know that.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Only thing y'all know is, I'm not racist. I love all my white friends. But what I'm saying is this. The only things that's important about our city, it comes from white people. And y'all not understand. I'm not being racist when I say that.
We got Paul Lawrence.
Yeah, but who really mentions Paul Lawrence Dunbar when they say something about Dayton, Ohio?
They never give him credit.
I'm giving him credit.
Every time somebody says something about Dayton, Ohio,
I listen to his music. It's like the original trap music.
I get it, but
McIntosh Park, for example.
But listen though,
go ahead.
The first thing when somebody mentioned Dayton, Ohio, what comes to mind, bro?
The Wright brothers.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
Period.
Not even knowing it, man. They didn't do that by themselves, man. Have you ever seen somebody build an airplane by themselves? Now think about it.
They had to though.
Think about this though. Till this day, they not building them by themselves.
You You're right.
You only get better after time. So it went from 100 people, 50 people, 20 people, 2 people, but it's never been done.
You know we created Cheez-Its too.
That's what I'm saying.
Cheez-Its.
I love Cheez-Its.
Say we created the seat that goes on the parachute right here in Dayton at the baseball fields, right across when this was the base. Yeah, man, I'm with y'all. I'm all about my history.
It's creators here for sure.
Yeah, to be honest, I wanted to incorporate that and some of the music. R.I.P. Mike Lansky.
Yeah,
you know,
Lansky,
come
man.
on, y'all, and incorporate. Come on, some of the music, yo, into our history.
Mm-hmm.
Like you talked about beating your cases and this and that. Mike put some of the history in the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I haven't dropped like I was telling you. I just started writing thanks to my brother. Shout out to Meg Measy. I got to check my brother out. Look, we ain't got enough time to just talk about everything. Look, I can't wait to have my own studio at the crib. So we really going to kick back, okay?
Yes,
had a food, roll up a little bit, okay? All that good stuff. I'm working on it, trust me.
Shout out to the good weed in the world right now.
Say that.
Shout out to the good weed in the world right now. I've been getting blazed, and I roll better than them chickens in Havana. Like,
say I love it. I love my people, man. We got to, man, yeah, because all y'all with that whack-ish. We ain't got time for that. But no, you know, and oh, well, if that's one of your ways, because everybody knows. One lady just asked me, she's like, are you still? Because she's like, what are you doing to you know, because she knows. I've been open about my story and my depression and my mental health. One of the things that I really do try to do, though, is get out the house.
mm-hmm.
I don't like leaving. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he a homebody. But, hold on. He a homebody, but I will say this. He a homebody, but he's going, if I call him, bro, I got a show tonight, he coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just called him 20 minutes before I put up. Remember I told you I'm coming by myself. I called him and said, bro, you wanna go talk some real shit with me and my people real quick?
Just
He's
about
like,
to take a nap.
Here I come. I'm ready when you get here. Like, he's always down to move around. That's why
I make it a point to where I go outside, I make it worth it.
Yes,
you know what I mean? I'm trying to bring customers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to holler at people about new opportunities. I make these signs now too. I'm telling them about stuff, just trying to make some money. If I got to be out here, talk to me about making some money or be interested a little bit in something, you know.
But you know what? Sometimes you just got to come out like, tell me you don't feel better. Tell me you're not glad you came.
I enjoyed myself. Definitely enjoyed myself.
We're not done, and I ain't rushing, but you know I needed this too. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of me was like, damn, you know, rubbing your mind, you know, thing, kind of like running and thing. Yeah. And then at the same time, it's like, well, you're gonna have to do that part later because no, again, this is about that one person that's watching you right now. They're like, well, my people turned up. Like how I feel when I turned up. Like how I'm telling you now what I put the sparkles out. Let me tell you. I'm like, I done wore this last year on the birthday. I'm like,
for real.
I think, listen, I'm bad and bougie. I done lived in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm Hollywood already. Like, you can't wear that shirt again. You wore it last year. So let me get dressed for my boy. You coming up in here. I done heard this. I can't even. As a matter of fact, let me back the camera up so y'all can see. I didn't come to play. I came to slay for my people. And that's what you have to do. You got to let people know, no, man, I appreciate you. Y'all couldn't decide which kind verse. We did both of them, okay?
Say we did both of them.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's lit.
Namaste. You know, and why? Because, listen, 2 years, 6 months, 2 days, 2 weeks from now when your drop, you know, and I'm the same, and I'm still the same OG, man, from day one. You know what I'm saying? Ready. But we have to support each other. I just told one of my young brothers that I was forwarding the podcast, and I'm telling them, you know, subscribe it, like it, give me comments, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, for what? You know,
we trying to grow. We trying to expand.
Because even though, and this we have a lot of this in the city, man. Like, this is not just in Dayton though. This is everywhere. I've been a lot of places. I've lived a lot of places. Like I said, I've been in group homes and also I done been in different environments in different cities, Kansas, Missouri. I done been in Vegas. I done been in Atlanta, Charlotte, Columbia. I done been a lot of places. And a lot of stuff that I see is you don't never really see friends supporting their friends, and that's weird. Like, what I'm saying is this: if I blow, and I say I blow and I sell out somewhere in Kentucky, and my tickets is now $200 when they used to be $10. Now they $200. You know what I mean? You want me to still give you a free ticket, but I couldn't even get you to share my post just to get to somebody who I needed to reach. You know what I mean? It's not the stuff that I asked for is free. The stuff that I asked for is free. I even give away stuff. You know what I mean?
You got a giveaway coming up.
I got a giveaway.
I give away stuff.
I'm just
You know
saying
what?
that.
I meant to comment on that. Like, hey, if ain't nobody else, look, you can get me. I don't even know who Brady is.
You know,
I
this
see his
city right
face, but
here.
I go, look.
We
Shout
known
out
to
you
have a
for
lot of
doing that,
haters
though.
up in here, though. In
Yeah.
the city. We nicknamed Hating Dayton.
It's a popularity contest, man.
Nickname Hating Dayton.
Like-
That tell you something right there.
But you
That
know
tell you
what? That'll
something
be a
right
true
there.
blessing to somebody that, especially maybe that's never been, or they're stressed the fuck out. They need a little break or something, you know. And it's like, and I tell people all the time, man, we blessed to be a blessing, though.
Mm-hmm.
We're blessed to be a blessing. Listen, black people, to stop throwing your clothes away and stuff. There's other people out there that need.
Really
You
need
know,
it.
and that will use it and will be so grateful. Shout out to Daryl Dalton, what's going on in Dayton, Ohio. They just had a big, event for the homeless and everything. And it's so beautiful to see the community get together. But my thing is this, and he and I have discussed this. Wait a minute, you ain't the only one. Jason Hampton, shout out to Jason, what it do, boo?
Oh.
He ain't the only one. You say shout out and
Shout
get
out,
that
right,
salute.
shouts out,
Yeah,
shouts
shout out
out.
to Jason.
Definitely
But-
got my hustle up this year, man. Gotta
Say
say
it
that,
now.
man. Gotta say that, man. Shout out Jason again, man.
Yeah,
Definitely
man.
did
That's
that.
how we getting our hustle up. And somebody tag Jason. Tell him we said what it do. You know, Jason was supposed to be my first interviewee. My sister asked him on my behalf, but we're gonna get him in here. I just saw him last week. I'm supposed to send him the podcast.
He a humble guy like
yeah,
that.
oh, he's so humble.
He a humble guy.
Oh my God. Listen, he's so humble. And you can't help but to want to help somebody that humble push their message out. And my thing is, and I like I told you today, I don't be talking because I have lips. I mean this very humbly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is going overseas. This is my grandma. Shout out to my nana. Season 2 is dedicated to my nana. It's supporting. You know, you never know who people are, who people know, and who people are connected to. And we ain't got to drop in this and that, but at the same time, even folks you think aren't watching, they are watching.
Yeah.
You think the world ain't listening?
Like-
the world is listening.
I feel like something that people fail to realize too is you helping me. My dreams might change your life. What I'm doing might change you.
Right now.
You know what I mean? So what if because everything is not really about money, but money is a tool that you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not about money. Like you can literally have no money at all and feel like the richest person in the world. And that's where self-love come in. You know what I mean? I have nothing. I have nothing to my name. I have no car, no house or nothing. But I still love myself. That's what self-love is. You know what I mean? So everybody go through stuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might take for you to open your mouth because somebody right across from you might have went through the same thing and they got a solution for you. They gonna tell you how to do it step by step, and you might come out on top. You might even get a better result. You know what I mean? But that's just comfort. But one thing I wanted to say though, man, one of my favorite comedians, man, is Chris Rock.
Love him.
One of my favorite comedians, and one of my favorite movies of his is Head of State. Love that movie. I'd play it all day if I had to. But what I'm saying is, one thing that one of his arguments in his presidential race was, we're so self-centered. So it's always God bless America, God bless my people, and God, can you look over my people? And not knowing, man, there's people over, man. Shout out to Haiti, man. They just had a crazy earthquake.
Yes.
Like it was like a 7.2 or something. Like
Yes.
it was a crazy earthquake. But what I'm saying is, like even with Louisiana, man, the first thing I thought of was the same thing that happened when Hurricane Katrina came. Like, man, we should all get a rent a van and go down there and try to help them. You know what I mean? Because you never know. We could have bumped into a couple celebrities down there and they see what we doing now. They want to come to Dayton and help us. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But it's just it's about networking. But what I was saying back to the Chris Rock thing, what I was saying is, man, we gotta learn how to be blessings to other people. Like we blessed. We gotta learn how to bless other people. Like it don't take nothing. It takes nothing. Like I seen a guy at the gas station 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was riding one of my friends. And she was like, "What did that man ask you?" And I'm like, "Man, he just said that he stranded down here from Columbus. He just got a phone call saying one of his nephews or cousins or something had just got killed. And he was stranded down here trying to get home." And I'm thinking like, man, I ain't about to get this dude no money. I'm not giving him nothing. You know what I mean? I got my own problems. You know what I mean? But then it hit me.
Bro, I only got $3.
But then it hit me though. I said, okay, boom. What if that was somebody sent to test my humbleness? You know what I mean? What if that was somebody sent to test me?
Won't God do it?
Okay. So what I did was I turned around. I went in the store. I told him, I said, go to pump 6. Put $10 on the pump, and then I went about my day. See, I didn't give him the money, but I still gave him the blessing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like we got to do more of that. You know what I mean? That's why everybody's so self-centered. That's why nobody want to help you. That's why nobody want to share your posts. That's why nobody want to tag you. That's why nobody want to come to your shows. That's why nobody want to support you when you have events, because they feel like, okay, what am I getting out of it? And it should never really be like that. You know what I mean? You should just do stuff out of generosity, you know what I mean? And out of being a blessing to somebody else. Most of the things that I ask for from my family and my friends is free. I don't ask them to bring me $100 till, no, I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? If anything is, bruh, you got me tonight? Yeah, I got you. But I know you got me tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to think about it. It's just going to get done. You know what I mean? But man, people backwards, man. It's like it's hard. It's hard to find generosity nowadays. Like I feel like everything that's done is out of either spite or just it's for profit. Like but people feel like they gotta do something for you, and once you do it for them, you owe them something. And it's never. I've never been the type of person to do something for somebody and feel like they gotta pay me back. But if you tell me you gonna pay me back, that's different.
I expect it.
That's different.
I expect it.
I just told somebody that, hey, if the people that actually paid a sister back, boy, you know what we could do with these kids, for these kids? If y'all would just give a sister money back. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? And here's the thing about it. And I know some people that would let that take them to a point where, wait a minute, of no return, where you going to go to jail? You forgot you got kids? Mm-hmm. But my prayer is, and what we have to say is, Lord, and that I do purify my heart, man. Let me let that go and move on to the next thing, because some people will. They hold stuff like money. They'll let money destroy relationships. You know, generational families, like blood. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And will lie about money. True, like I can tell y'all a true story. Like I came from the bottom. I was homeless, and when I do get up a little bit, you want to lie about some money that I don't owe you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I breathe first?
No.
Say no. Say hell no. Apparently not.
Ain't no breathing.
Since we on this topic, can I share a story?
Talk to me, baby.
Can I share a story since we on this topic right now? All right, boom.
It's the real, the raw, the
this
relevant.
This is crazy, right? December 2017, I got into a bad car accident. I was in the hospital for a couple days. Mind wasn't right. I wasn't thinking right. And it's crazy how karma works, because it happened to somebody else with me. You know what I mean? But I don't think I went about it the right way, and that's why it happened to me. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to fix that situation. You know. But back to the story. What I'm saying is, we got into a car accident. Mind you, one of my friends I was in a group home with him for years, so we became close. You know what I mean? I've been knowing him since I was 15. We 28, 27 now. You know what I mean? So it's a long time to know somebody that not family. You know what I mean? Boom. So we get into a car accident. Before I could even get paid for the car accident, I got locked up. But I'm gonna rewind it. When I first got back with my friend, like when we first linked back up, because you know life would spread you apart. You know what I mean?
And bring it back together, okay?
I see him again. When I see him, he's standing in his car. I got an apartment of my own with me and my girlfriend, and then I got my sister's house, which I help her. You know, I stay there if I need to. Yeah. When I want to get away from her, I go down there, you know what I mean? But when I meet up with him, He basically telling me what's going on with him, and I'm look out. He's comfortable. You gotta be comfortable with a person to tell him exactly what's going on with you, step by step. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, you can't stay with me because I be at work, not about to have nobody at the house with my girl while I'm at. You feel me? Not even my baby mama. She just my girlfriend, but I'm not about to have no whole nigga at my house while I'm not there. You know what I mean? I trust her, but I don't trust her. But anyway,
respect.
What I'm saying is this though, right? So, all right, so boom, we get into the car accident. You know, after we link all that stuff, we get into the car accident. In the midst of that, I go to jail. I caught my case. I was already on probation in Kentucky, so they sent me back down there to finish my time out. Then I still had to come back up here and fight the case that I caught. In the meantime, while I'm in jail, I tell him, like, well, you still can stay at my sister's house, but you still got to help her. And my sister's going through some stuff right now. I'm not going to put her business out, but what I'm saying is she was going through something that was really life-changing for her. Like, it had her depressed every day. Like, I was the one there hugging her, taking her to the store, feeding her because she don't want to eat for 2-3 days. That was me. You know what I mean? So that's my only blood sister that I got. I got 12 brothers and sisters, but that's the only one that's my same mama, same daddy. You know what I mean? So we got that type of connection. But what I'm saying is the whole time, I didn't talk to them. My whole time I was locked up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So my grandmother ended up being my power of attorney. So all my money, everything from the car accident went to her. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, boom. So, you know, I'm putting money on the books, paying my people to take my kids' stuff. And I'm paying them to do this stuff, though. Nobody ever did none of this stuff for free, but I'm still paying them. But they don't know how I'm doing it. Just know that it's getting done, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I'm on my way out. My dad, he asked me, like, man, help me do this, get this together, or whatever. I'm like, all right, that's Pops. I'm not about to, I got all this bread, free money. You think I'm not about to help you start a business? Like, that's another business for me. You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it. Like, my people, we in winning, I'm winning. You know what I mean? Boom. So, long story short, when I get out of jail, come to find out, the same guy that I told, now, I can't be mad at my sister because she's grown, but I know how she is mentally. She's gullible. She's easy to take advantage of, all that. And that's why I said something about it, because even though that's my big sister, I'm still her big brother. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I've been since we was little. So, but I feel like he took advantage of that. You know what I mean? With me being gone, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not letting go down because I already told you what's up. You know what I mean? But we fall out about it. Y'all, man, I'm talking about I've been in jail this whole time. Y'all ain't putting no money on my book. Y'all forgot I was helping y'all before I went to jail.
Why is it always like that, man?
Boom.
Shout out to on the inside. Keep y'all's head up, Keep your head up,
Free
man.
the guys.
Make it home,
Free Red Baby. He come home at 10 Fridays. My best friend come home with 10 Fridays. I gotta say that. 10 Fridays, amen. Make it home safe. Shout out to my brother Phil, make it home safe. Shout out to Taley Tucson, make it home safe, folks. Freedom guys. There we go. But what I was saying is, so we fall out about it. Mind you, my grandmother is my power of attorney, so anything financially, she know. Anything financial, she know. Any deposit, check, anything, she know about it. So when I get out, I'm on everybody's ass, like, man, where you been? Where y'all been? Oh, y'all was over here doing that, and y'all ain't want me to know, so y'all was just shunting me out. Y'all over here doing that, and y'all not trying to pay me back, so you shunning me. So I'm like, damn, man, I come home, help my mom, help baby mama, everybody, before I even bought a car, before I bought a house, before I bought clothes, anything. I still made sure my mom lights and water, DP&L was paid. Still help my dad with his business, get his stuff on the road. Baby mama was late behind her car payments. Let me help her do that because she got to take my kids to school. You know what I mean? Just everything that I felt like was going to make my life easier, I helped with. You know what I mean? Man, I bullshit you not. Maybe 2 months after getting out of jail, 2 months after I get out of jail, I finally get my indictment back from my other case. So now I got to pay a lawyer, same lawyer that just helped me get off. I got to pay him again for another case. You know what I mean? So after all this going on, I'm still got to make sure I'm straight. Right. And they don't care about that. nigga, I still need you to pay for this. I still need you to do this, do that, boom. And, but the whole time I'm thinking like, bro, these motherfuckers even call. I couldn't call home, put no money on the phone or nothing. You know what I mean? But I had money on the phone, but I was talking to my kids. I wasn't calling nobody. I was calling them. That's the only people I was calling. But what I was saying is like, this person, man, like, man, he done told my grandma he done gave me back $7,000, all type of, man. We fall completely out. I'ma smack you when I see you. I'ma beat you up when I see you. We back and forth. But at this point, my sister pregnant, so now I can't even be
I missed that whole part.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
but you my friend,
right.
you should know. But you should know better than that, because it's deeper than just y'all messing around. I don't care about that. I know my sister's mental health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not about how she move or what she doing. She grown as fuck.
Right.
I can't be mad at her for fucking you. What I'm telling you is her mental. I know it's easier to take advantage of her, and I don't want you to take advantage of her. I know you my friend. You know what I mean? That's my sister. I know her too. So it was never about hating or none of that. Man, come on now. You know how many niggas, his sisters I done hit? You know how many niggas, baby mamas I done? I can't be mad about that. It's not about that. It's the principle. You my friend. You supposed to respect my wishes. I helped you. You helped me. This same person right now to this day, I probably see him. I could act homeless. You know what I mean? I ain't got it. Man, he probably still leave me stranded. But I wouldn't do that to you. You know what I mean? Even after all that. And then the whole shit, I mean, it's talking about situations still happen to this day. Like maybe 2 months ago, July.
I gotta kind of chime in on that. I was just having a conversation with some of my African brothers and Black kings, and reminding them we have to protect our Black queens. You know, a lot of times we don't depend on the brothers, and we've lost respect for you all because you stop protecting us. And I don't care if I'm your blood sister.
Or not.
You know, I don't care if I'm a stranger danger.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm a Black woman, a Black queen, why are you all not protecting us? And so a lot
priority,
of
for sure.
And so a lot of times now, you know, talk about how they get disrespected, but at the same time, you know, I hear stories of women, like I just told you, that are being raped, and a Black king was there, and you heard me cry for her. And I've been there, true stories, and it's like, yeah, why does this shit keep happening, though? Why do y'all not protect us? We are your sisters, your daughters, the mothers of your children. You know, and down to, and excuse me, I'm not talking about just my killers, my drug dealers. I ain't talking about just my thugs. Please, I'm talking down to the church, down to the pastors, down to the ministers, the preachers, and ting. I can write a book on how many have, and I ain't talking about the white church. I'm talking about the Black church. The church.
Yeah, the church.
This is on you, brother. Please take this right.
I can see the reason why people have a reason, well, not butt their nose into somebody else's business, you know what I mean, when we grown. But when we younger, it's on the flow. I'm going to beat you up about mine. But grown is a different type of script, because you might go and handle that business for your family member, and they'll turn around, rat you out, do the same thing, and go back to the nigga you didn't pop him. Now you serving 6 years, 10 years, 20 years. And what was I supposed to do? Just let it slide? But ain't nobody seeing your heroic actions. Don't nobody even care. But that's the thing. The women, men are scared to get left out there. And women, because we know women to do it. See, my mama told me, don't fight for nothing that ain't yours.
You better not.
For real. If my sister called me and she crying, I'm going to pull up and I'm going to check on her. If her dude there, I might do some crazy shit. You know what I mean? And I'm going to serve that time. But it's my decision to accept whatever consequences that come with it. But a lot of people not even trying to do that. Say I got a good thing going right now. I just bought a new property. I was just homeless. I just got a new car. I got a new job that's paying me good. Now you getting beat on, and you expect me to go throw everything away. For that? I'm good. I'm good. Like you said, but if it's different situations where it's the youth. We got to keep a better eye on our youth, so when they become adults, they know not to even put themselves in that situation. Because this is things that don't get talked about.
But going back to the kids, going back to the little babies on YouTube getting famous. I'm talking about 2 and 3 year olds getting famous off of cussing out your mama. Literally, it goes back to that. You know, like you said, if I don't stop you right there, what? Excuse me, one of my kids just hit something, a cuss word the other day. He ain't seen me in the car. I said, you better watch your mouth. He turned around. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's my responsibility. I don't care. Just because your mama didn't hear you. Hey, neighborhood auntie did. Hey, how you doing?
And then another thing is kids is growing up without fathers to put them in check, to know better than to put their hands on women. And parents, I don't understand how men nowadays get a woman and decide to beat on her or put them in a situation where you know you're a man, you can leave, you got what it takes to move on. And why are you trying to stay and beat this girl and do all this extra stuff? It's mind-boggling to me. I can't say what conditions they grew up in. Some people come from a good background where both parents was around, nothing like that happened. But now they grow up and want to beat kids. Beat their girls and beat whoever. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where that comes from. That's just
because they don't know how to cope. People don't know how to cope, man. They go with their first instinct. Like I said, it's impulsive. It's never thought through, and that's why it's never a good result. You know what I mean? Yeah. The only way, man, I learned this. I don't gangbang. I've never been into that like that. But a lot of people around me have, and a lot of people, see it as, oh man, they just thugs. And man, it's people who gangbang that's really going out here preaching to kids, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I mean? They just come from environments that bring them together that way. They don't know how to come together no other way. Yeah. So they create gangs, they create groups, and you know what I mean? And that's another thing that's really tough on the kids.
I think women need to start protecting the men too.
Yeah, it gotta be mutual.
It's a mutual thing. It gotta be a mutual thing.
So true.
Women nowadays, they don't even want to cook for their guy. They don't want to, clean up after they guy. They don't want to do nothing that becomes a teammate partnership. Because at the end of the day, I feel like my job is to make sure I make all the money, pay all the bills. Even if you want to go make some money, you can. But it's going to be okay because I got it already.
Yeah.
That's my job. When I'm tired and I'm tired from getting it all day, I expect that woman to come with some food, with some loving, tender warmness, you know what I mean, type stuff. But if it ain't that, it ain't real.
With a safe space, if nothing else, because you're out as a black king dealing with the entire world on your shoulder, fighting the principalities that you have to fight. Look, whether you could cook or not, try, do something. But to make that, going back to just making that house a home and making the woman's shoulder a safe place. Yeah. Women, we have a lot of responsibility when it comes to the foundation of the home.
Especially parents.
Yes, and nowadays, everybody want to be the next video hoe. And, shout out to Cardi. I do want to interview her and this and that, but do I want to be you? Hell no. You don't cook, you don't clean, what you mean. Exactly. That's fine, but like your baby is going to sing them lyrics, and that is not okay. Yeah. And we are messing our black girls up. And
we got to normalize marriage, I feel like.
And the family. Shout out to KRS-One, and he's asking, where are the black queens? Hey, listen, like so I can take the hat off, salute. Yeah. If it's just, and that's another part of this. If it's just 1 in a million, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to come on here and have my titties out. Excuse my. I don't have to do that. To try to get my numbers up or this and that. Sometimes I come over here, my face is not beat. Yeah. Oh well, why? I need my little girls to know that's okay.
Yeah. See me right now, when it comes to marriage, I'm scared to get married. I don't even know why. I know that I love this girl. She got my kids. She deserves my last name. But I'm still something in me. Yeah, it's something in me. It's something in me that be like, nah, I'm not ready for that. Even though she didn't show her colors. She didn't, she didn't held her flag, stayed there, held it down she didn't see me grow through the good and the bad. It's been a lot of bad, but she didn't been there. But I think it's the way I was raised. Well, marriage wasn't a normal thing. My mom didn't marry my dad. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So now I'm looking at it like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to, but I don't know if I'm gonna get married or not.
And that's the thing, though. We gotta normalize breaking the curse. Yeah. We gotta normalize going about stuff the way that we feel like is the right thing. And you like that come back to criticism again. Like, you know, you might, man, I'm about to get married. And I'll be like, man, nigga, don't marry that girl.
He do.
You know what I mean? But it's nothing against her, and it's nothing against him. That's just where I come from.
Yeah.
I don't even know what their situation is.
Preach. Let's tell the truth for shame the devil. Going back to Jay-Z. Now I'm projecting my experience on you, and
but
I
it's
can do
a
the same
two-way
thing.
street. Because I've been feeling that way. It's
Vice
just like
versa.
I'm getting towards that age where I'm like, I've been with her since I was 21. I'm 27. About to be 30 here. 2 more years. Might as well settle it. But
let me say this for the record, and you know, and we do have to stand on our own, because I've been married twice, divorced twice because of domestic violence. So I could be like, girl, bye, I won't do anything, yada. Or I can do like Maya Angelou said, and believe in love one more time and always one more time, and I absolutely do. Amen. But I want to just encourage you with this one. The Bible says, hey, that a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and he obtaineth favor from the Lord. Whatever you think whatever you do have going on right now that is good, it's only going to get better. And here's the thing that I always want to say. When you know you've met a queen, everything that you already have going on that she touches turns to gold. Cool. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to get better. The scripture says that a wise woman builds her house. A foolish woman plucks it down with her own hands. Some red flags you ain't got to keep throwing up, because some of it, like we were talking about earlier, is fear. And we hold ourselves back from our biggest blessings. Some of your stuff you not going to get till you sign, seal, deliver. I'm yours. And like I tell you, you better be like Beyonce. If you like it, then you better put a wrinkle, because your whole face going to be broke, bruh. If somebody come and sweep her off her feet because you was over here listening to bruh. Because he ain't ready. Why? Because going back to the whole, back to us numbing our pain, because you not dealing and you not healing. I'm not supposed to be happy and in love and free.
I just be practicing better.
We about to do what we do, baby.
Being a better man.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, y'all watch out.
Before I can just rope her in with me, I want to be that better man and know that we gonna be okay with me having my mental health together and me having everything lined up in a row for us to grow. I want to be that. But, you know, honestly, she be pressing that issue where my kids, everybody got the same last name but me. That's how she do me. But me.
Say it, girl,
she
same last name.
That's the thing, though. Like,
and it do matter. I do want my kids to be like, that's my mama. She got the same last name. All that.
The whole family, the T-shirt that has the logo, the
but
YouTube
I'm still
channel.
gonna be there supporting you.
Yeah.
I might throw some cooked rice, but you know, I'm gonna be there supporting you, bro. You know, I'm like best man.
I got y'all's back. I help decorate. I do that. Okay. You know, put the bells.
Julio getting married, y'all.
Listen, we can do
Yeah. I mean, eventually I will,
technically,
man.
I'm ordained. I think they tried to take my license back, but somebody ordained me at one point. But we can find a preacher, somebody. We got your back, man.
If I get married,
I'm gonna do it. It's just
if I get married, it's gonna have to be polygamy. I'm sorry. Cause let me tell you what, I don't want to deal with you all day. Let y'all deal with each other. I'm going out. I don't want to deal with y'all today, bro. I'm going out. Tomorrow's date night. I'm going out. Y'all need to figure it out.
Trust me, we're gonna
that's
have
how
a
I
whole
feel too. I feel like
y'all hold that
I'm more than I'm
we're
too
gonna
much
have a whole
man
show
for my
about
woman.
that, okay? I promise.
All right.
That's another thing I be
We're
feeling
gonna have a
like
whole
too.
show about that. I promise.
He pressed the issue. I do be feeling like I might be too much man for her.
You know what?
You
But
know
let
what
me
I
say
mean?
this. See, here's y'all's problem. Y'all ain't ready for me, and I can't wait for us to do that show. My ex is from Kenya. See, y'all can have more than one woman, but can you deal with a woman with more than one man?
Yep, I do it all the time.
I've met a woman with 2 men, and I'm like, that's a bad.
I do it. I've never dealt with a woman who was just dealing with me. Never. I've never, and that's why I won't get married. I've literally never dealt with a woman who was just dealing with me. Now she might have told me she was just dealing with me, but I'm so tapped in, you don't even know. You don't even know I know the same cousin that you be going to cheat with.
Say that.
She be calling me like, you know your girlfriend over here, so don't come over here right now. You know what I mean? But they like that. But she'll do that out of the strength of my feelings, not yours.
It's
mine.
true. It's true though. You know what though? Because my brothers taught me the game, so I'm a different kind. I say I'm an ex-pimp. I'm ex-pimping out here because this game, y'all, I couldn't keep up. I was like, oh, shit, I gotta retire. You know what I'm saying? You want your time and he want his time. Shit, I need me some time. And that's a part of, and for me, that was a part of the numbing it. You know, whether I was, and I wasn't having sex with all these men, but just the fact that I was occupying my time with your company, and you know, just to not be alone. You know, all of that. You know, that's some of the things that we do to master pain. And now somebody asked me now, because I, you know, told you I got the belt on and everything. They're like, don't you get lonely? Hell yeah, I get lonely. And guess what? The harder it hit me, the more I force myself to be lonely. Yeah, B, go take yourself nice on a walk by the water. Go do some yoga. Go get that journal out you never do. You know, go pray. Go whatever. Go namaste. All of those things. But going back to my black queens, what was I going to say about us? Oh, Lord, I forgot. I lost my thought. But you know what? We have to do, I'll be honest. Let me just get to the point. We have to do better. We have to do better. Somebody, as a whole. And a lot of times we talk about, and God gave it to me. He gave me slap a whole nation foundation. And why? Because we all the time, yes, the system is already broken down our black fathers and are taking them away. The kids don't have them in the home. Then you leave them with the mother. And it's not the mother's fault. I actually have notes in this, and we're going to do a show on this as well. But how do we get here? Because now we go from having to be so strong, we be mama, we be daddy, and now we have come to the point where, again, we want to be like Megan and Cardi, and so you got the $40, you know, challenge to the point where, you know, not now, not you're getting paid, now you're paying.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I can't make this shit up, it just keeps getting better and better. Yeah. And these are my brothers telling me this. Like, no, that be true story. No, like, oh, you ain't got no money? Oh, okay, then, huh? Who, what,
You a female, you ain't got no money.
What?
Well,
Wait a minute, you paid to work? What do I? My father was a real life pimp. So I know this is not a game. My brother, like, this is not a game. My brothers raised me so that I wouldn't be, like you said, like your sister, especially, you know, dealing with my mental health. My first time being suicidal, I was 11 years old. So, you know, very vulnerable. I was pregnant at 15, very vulnerable. And my brothers yet, especially when I got pregnant, like, hey, listen, what you not about to do is. And I know women that have had 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? No, kids by the same man that ain't never want to put a ring on your hand. Hey, who about to do that?
Say she got bars in here right now.
Mars,
Say his bars going on. You know, when you
little baby bars. God bless you.
Back in the day, it was different.
Keep them under wraps.
It was different back then.
Yeah.
It was different. It was definitely different. My mom got 10.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know, it just was different.
And can I say something real quick? Or we gonna get right. We gonna get on baby mamas and baby daddies real quick. With me being a father, man, like I grew up not knowing. You know what I mean? Of course, shout out to Goop. That's the person I call my dad. You know what I mean? But it's not my father. You know what I mean? It took a lot away from me when I found that out. You know what I mean? Because it's like, this the only people I know. This the only family I know. You know what I mean? But back to baby mamas and baby daddies. What I'm saying is this, though. As a baby father, can we please normalize being there, bro? Like, I can't say this for everybody, but this is my situation. My situation is I'm unorganized. You know what I mean? Live based, everything is here. But don't get me wrong. I met my kids' moms here in Cincinnati, but these are 2 places that I lived. You know what I mean? So for me to go to jail, I've been in and out of jail my kids' life, their whole life. They 5 and 6 out of 5 and 6 years. The last 5 and 6 years, I've spent 3.5, almost 4 years in jail.
They love
you know
you,
what I mean? Yeah, and they love me.
I
and
see that.
I'm very
they love their daddy, okay?
Like I would go to war with the whole world about my kids.
Yeah.
Like literally. But that's just as a man, you know what I mean? But as for females, can y'all please normalize not making it about money, bruh. Like, it should never be about money. Like, man, I love The Pursuit of Happiness, man. That's one of my favorite movies, man. Like, it really is, man. But just for him to do all that, man, and nobody never seen what he was going through. But he still made sure he was at work on time. He still made sure he was pushing his business. Still made sure he was installing values in his kids. You know what I mean? And that's deep. Like, when I'm with my kids, man, we play, kick around, might tickle them out, man, but I'm telling them real shit. I'm not telling them nothing. I'm not sugarcoating nothing with them. Yeah. So if they come to me and say, well, Daddy, why you and Granny get into an argument? Well, because Granny did this, and I responded like this, and you never supposed to do this. Man, I swear to God, bullshit you not. I swear to God. One day, my BM and my mom, we all got into it. Basically, we all got into it. And she had took my kids to my mom's house. But I pull up, so I'm talking to my daughter. Mind you, they twins, so I'm talking to one, I'm talking to both of them, especially when it's deep conversation like that. And I sat there, I said, man, don't never be like your mama and your grandma. And I wasn't saying that. I wasn't being funny. I was not being funny, though.
I know.
I was saying it like this.
It's real. You gotta put that seed. You drop that seed in their spirit.
I was saying it like this, though. I wasn't saying it, but they seen what was going on. Period. It wasn't like they didn't know. They knew, so I was saying it. So I was being funny, but I was being honest.
Yeah, I know.
Don't let nobody be cool with you, and then when you and somebody else fall out, they not cool with you no more because y'all fell out. But soon as y'all get back cool, they get back cool, and that's not cool. That's not cool.
Josh, you see my nose spread?
That's not cool.
I just had this situation.
I'm just saying.
We can't be.
You can't be like that. Y'all, you can't be like that, baby. You can't. Don't never go against your character to cater to somebody else's character. Don't never do that. And that's what I told them. And they, okay, Daddy. So maybe they didn't understand it, but 10 years from now, they might hear that same thing in the back of their mind. Like, my daddy said, don't ever come down there. I ain't about to come down there and strip because y'all want to go down there and strip. I'm going to be the one throwing the money. You know what I mean?
The thing is, when they get in a familiar situation, 20, 30 years from now, their body's going to remember.
Yeah,
they're gonna, so
naturally.
That energy, just that energy from that time, they're going to be like, oh, y'all doing that? Yeah, we're not doing that.
But I wasn't. But listen, this is the thing though. I wasn't taking nothing away from their grandmother or their mom.
Yeah,
I love them both. Even, they might call me a BAN, and then I might call them a BAB. You already know what I mean? But I'm not. Man, shout out to my twins' mom and my son's mom.
Amen.
I'm talking about real entrepreneurs. They both on it, you know what I mean? I'm not taking nothing away from them.
But at the same time, we still cannot be afraid to teach the lessons that we need to teach and pass on to our kids. For example, with my daughter, I'm doing my ish right here, right now, but can I sit here and say I didn't fuck?
Yeah.
Time after time after time. Yes, but see, and I was a different kind of mom. And people, they discouraged me, my church, my family, and to this day, no matter what me and my daughter have gone through, we this close. You know why? Because I used to be like, I did this, don't do that shit. I didn't just tell her, I showed her. Like, you see this right here? Don't do that shit. Hey, this shit right here? Hey, make sure you really don't do that shit. This, hey. I kept it real with my daughter. So at the end of the day, guess what? Facts, and ain't nobody ever gonna be able to tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell her nothing. Okay, about her mama, I done told her. Period. What it is, point blank. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Yep. The.
They gotta know.
All of that.
That's what's wrong.
And if for no other reason, baby girl, hey, learn from me. You can. Yeah. You can learn from me. You ain't got to do what I did. Hey, I
already made the sacrifice.
Come on. And so now that I'm learning, now that I'm on my journey, and y'all, we do have to get ready to wrap it up. I don't know who you leading us out of prayer today. Hey, come on, think about it. Get ready. Yes, I'm so excited. But let me say this. So now I'm learning about chakras. You know about chakras? And my dad's like, yeah, Mom, you know about chakras? And I'm like, oh, praise God. Why? My mama didn't teach me that. They don't know about that. And going back to the forgiveness, the lesson of the day, Matthew 6:15. You don't forgive We don't forgive each other. God, he won't forgive us. We have to, and he told me to just leave it at that. I ain't got to get all deep and extra. It ain't rocket science. It is what it is. 1 + 1 = 2. Either it's on you or it's not. And guess what? All of us need grace. All of us need mercy. All of us fall down. You know, shout out to the baby mamas. Shout out to the baby fathers. We have to work together, no matter the weather. And if you decide to marry baby girl, marry her because she got your back no matter the weather. Denzel Washington said, is this gonna be the same woman that's with you at the awards, the same one that's with you when you on the bus? Yep. And if that's not the case, and I tell my brothers this too, listen, I tell them, if she ain't calling you Lord, Daddy, God, and King, don't buy that bitch a range and don't buy that bitch a ring. Period. We didn't come to slay. We didn't come to play. We came to slay. It's like that. Why? Because what happens is, and this is true, and black women, we have to do better, because the reality is, like my brother said, he ain't never been with a woman that was faithful. Hey, can't nobody tell. Why? And I know.
I gotta say this. Let me say this. I have been with a woman that was faithful, but she wasn't faithful when I met her. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
She was faithful after the fact.
I got you.
I met her. She was, all right, this ain't working out. I'm about to leave this. Well, we didn't already anyway. So whatever you do now, and then we just so happen to get close.
But you know, sometimes it takes a real king to make a broken, unconscious woman line up in a way of that nature. And I hate to use that word. I know somebody's going to punch me in the face for that, but that's fine. But yeah, for us to really understand our worth and who we are as a queen, it takes a king to make us say, wait a minute, I don't need to go. I don't need anything else. But the reality is, like you were saying earlier, we have to love ourselves at the end of the day, period. And I respect you. If you're not ready, if you like, listen,
I know the reason why I'm not ready, though.
Yeah.
I know the reason why I'm not ready. Well, the reason I'm not ready is because we've been through situations that I felt like she was still on a teddy, if you know what I'm talking about. She's still in the nest when she really not. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I've been out. I've been flew the coop. Yeah. So it's like you in the nest. I flew the coop. I'm doing what I need to, because I know ain't nobody gonna do it for me. Yep. And you do what you can, because you know you gonna get it from your parents. And I told her that you gonna have to stop. I hate to be that way, because you don't want to tell nobody, like, you got to stop being in Columbus with your family and start being with your family you creating here. You know what I mean? So I ain't trying to take nothing from her or nothing, but that was one of the main things too, because I told her one time, I was gonna buy her a car. I said, I got the other half of the money. If you could get this half from your people, I give you the other half, and you gonna have the car. She go to her people, forget all about what I said, go get the whole thing, and now she done got where she can't even make the payments. She couldn't maintain keeping the car. And then on top of that, I'm in the middle of buying a house for us and our kid. Like, you know what I mean? You really just set us back. Yeah. Now, I look at it as, I built this house. I've done everything in this house. I'm the one who fixed everything, paid for it, taxes, you know what I mean? Everything. But you had the opportunity to be there, and I told you what you needed to do, and you looked at me sideways.
See, a lot of women don't know how to submit. And I don't blame them.
Have y'all back, boy.
I don't blame. I don't blame them though.
It's
I don't blame them.
Good.
Please, ladies, please, especially my black women, please never submit to a weak man.
Facts.
Never submit to a weak man, because then you're not gonna know how to submit to your husband if he do come.
Yeah, facts.
You're gonna feel like he's trying to take advantage of you. You're gonna feel like he's getting over on you. When that's not even the case. It's really genuine men out here. Like, I know some guys that's really genuine, like, man, look, I just went and took this girl and her kids some food, man. She called me and told me their kids, they ain't hurt, baby daddy ain't. But that's not your place. That's not his place at all. But he's a genuine man, and she don't know how to take that. So now she got him saved up in his phone, and her phone as food plug. You know what I mean?
Won't they do it? Won't they do it? And be done messed up a real genuine friendship that you could have had when somebody's and taking
You
advantage
can't
of
let them
people's
see that
heart.
contact.
And then, but you know what? And that's the whole point. Going back to what I was gonna say, we really do have to be careful, women. We do have to be better, because then we turn this nice-hearted dude into a whole savage and set a brother up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because all I'm doing is trying to feed you and your kids, because you keep feeding me this sob story.
Yep.
Well, now you done got me caught up in the situation, and I've heard it time after time after time, and now my brothers done took bullets because what?
Yeah,
Who? When?
facts.
Where?
I just,
And
I
I'm
don't
over here
even.
like, no, and that's why God gave it to me. No. Shout out to Kevin Sanders. We're going to slap a whole nation.
I say you got domestic violence issues, call the police.
Preach.
Leave your brother, your mother, your cousin, and everybody out of it. Because it ain't nothing they can do but go to jail over you.
Especially if you're going back to that situation.
You know you're going to be back.
Let's talk about it. Oh, we
You
gonna
know
talk
you're
about
gonna be
it.
I'm gonna
back.
say this. I'm gonna say this for y'all, though. I'm gonna say this for y'all. I ain't gonna hit no woman.
Hell
I ain't gonna hit no woman.
Hell
But
no.
I'll beat a bitch up. Don't get me. Hey, listen.
I'm going to throw something at
I'm gonna say this.
hard.
I'm gonna say this, man. I done been stabbed. I done been shot at about females. I got marks, real scars on my body from being stabbed. If
I don't
you
get that involved.
if you come at me in any kind of violent way, I don't care. I don't got time to call the police. I'm not calling the boys. I'm never calling the boys on you. Once you call the boys on me, we done forever, for life. I'm never gonna talk to you, never see you. You a rat. You a snitch.
It's over with.
It's over with. But
It's over with. We gotta talk about that too.
Just saying,
We
you
gotta
come at
talk
me.
about-
Accept
y'all
them
have
when
to
it's
come back.
over.
Y'all have to come back. I gotta have y'all back because this is so deep, and we're gonna have.
Hey,
some
I
more.
enjoyed my time today for
thank
sure. I'll
you.
come back with him.
Thank you. I'm
For
excited.
sure.
Please do it, and especially after the album drop. Yeah, because we sat here and we played the music tonight. I'm gonna send y'all the links. Y'all can run it back and send it to
Okay.
your people. Yeah, before y'all came, I was playing all of that. I love it. I'm excited. I'm like, I want my shit signed. Look, let me get it. Let me get mine finished. Okay.
all right,
Look,
before we go though,
yes,
let me
do
make these
that.
couple little announcements before we go.
Please, yes.
One, we got
60-second shout out.
Young Blue. We got Young Blue coming to Dayton
Yes.
this
Woo.
Friday, September 24th.
Is it?
We got T Grizzly coming to the city October 23rd. I'm giving away tickets right now for the Young Blue concert, but you gotta go follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube and share it to any of your platforms and tag me in it. I'm doing a random giveaway for that. I'm doing $100 to my 100 subscriber, and I'm giving away $200 to my 200 subscriber on my YouTube page right now. So I got a lot of, that's like I said, I've got a lot of giveaways.
Damn, I need to
beginnings.
unsubscribe and resubscribe.
Yeah.
Humble
I'm
beginnings.
just playing. Y'all here. Look, and listen, and if you go on my Instagram, I done tagged you all day. Look,
seen
I'm
it.
playing his music. Say
Yeah.
that. So you going to be able to find him. It's Keno. 5_20 at Huncho.
Yes,
Hey man, that's
ma'am.
on IG. You can find me at Layer for Life. You already know. We're gonna put the live stream up here, man, and tell our people where to find you at again, cause you the man with the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh Julio, I make neon signs, do tattoos, all types of stuff. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Josh Julio on Facebook.
Okay.
Instagram, Josh_Julio_art. Snap, Josh_Julio. I'm out here.
We're gonna display your artwork on my body, yaddy. Okay.
Okay,
I'm ready to get
I'm
tatted
ready.
up. But with them
I'm
neon
with it.
signs, I'm learning
Yeah.
wholesaling. I need me some signs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I got a
this retailing
couple.
business. Okay, we about to listen. We can get it in, get it going, crack a
We
lack of my
getting
friends.
LLCs.
Okay.
Yeah, I already got it and all that.
I'll talk to y'all off the
Yeah.
camera.
EINs. I gotta get my EIN number.
See,
today.
that's what I'm talking about. Let me
Yeah,
show
I make
people.
them.
That's lit.
There was
Look, I'ma get this
a
together
commission
with,
for the Palms nightclub. If y'all want to talk to me in person, I'll be there on a regular sometime.
Yeah, we can make it happen. Okay.
Yeah,
I love it.
make
I'm all
neon
about
signs.
supporting my people. I want to shout out myself to Miss Jamila. Listen, on the face, she has a Facebook group. We empower. Listen, I don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna tag it, but I believe it's We Empower Women, and I thank God for this young lady because she has been one of the forces that has encouraged me time and time again, even on some of my worst days. And here's the thing, and this is what I wanted to encourage you all by doing, just being consistent. Because today, when I heard your music, it ministered to me. I don't need you to come hit me with the Bible. Thus saith the Lord. No, sometimes I need that real. You know, it's in my head. I done nothing.
I done been so numb to the pain, I don't feel nothing.
Come on.
I just keep on running to the money, I keep running.
What? Come on. You know, it's and it speaks for some of us that can't speak for ourselves. And so, I thank y'all for coming. I'm going to get a mic over to you. Let the Lord use you. We tiptoeing out of here, y'all. Let's talk about it with Talaya, the real, the raw, the relevant. And we have our guest, Mr. Keno, Mr. Josh. Man. God bless you. And thank y'all for listening. Listen, I guess I have to say it. My Father in heaven keeps reminding me, share if you dare, share if you care, subscribe, comment. We're in the life-saving business. It ain't about us. Y'all know what it is. Let's go. Thank you.
Dear God, I come to you humbly. I ask that you look over the people around me, look over the people around me that's not watching, look over the people around me that is watching. I ask that you look over the generation coming up after ours and the one before ours. I ask that you, I really want to thank you for the humbling experience and making me physically able to be here right now. I just want to thank you again. I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. I want to thank you for everything that you've done for the people around me. I want to thank you for letting me be able to speak for the people who can't speak. And I'm gracious and I'm grateful. That's all I want to say to you today. I'll be back to you a couple minutes, couple hours. You never know. I just want to say thank you again. In your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And let me say this before y'all go. Thank you for saying you don't bang. Thank you on behalf of all my kids for saying that you don't bang. Because I need my kids to know that you, just because you rap, just because you have a gift, and trust me, when I hit y'all with some of my shit, it scares me. I'm like, ooh, whoa. But you ain't got to bang. And you ain't got a slang to be in this music thing. That's it. We out of here. I'm done. Because I keep dropping these bars from Mars on y'all. Let's talk about it with your girl. Okay, Talaya, right? Let's go, baby. You know I'll let your girl. Bye. I love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Blessings on